Fort Bovisand, on the rugged southwest coast of England. Built in 1859 to defend the city of Plymouth, today it has a very different role. In the cold, murky waters of Plymouth Sound, 10 people from around the world are about to face one of the toughest industrial training courses. Fort Bovisand is home to one of the world's leading schools for commercial diving, training divers for work on oil rigs, salvage ships and marine engineering projects. For 11 weeks, the students will be pushed physically, mentally and emotionally, some to breaking point. If they survive, they will become deep-sea divers. Early morning, and preparations for the arrival of the new students are in full swing.
Morning.
From different parts of the world, the overseas students begin to arrive.
Excuse me. You know where the main office is?
Friends Joss Baldwin and Brian Curtin have come from Australia.
I hope the Christ that's not the hill you gotta run up, because I'm going back to the pub if it is.
Hi.
Craig Waldman is from New York.
My name's Craig Waldman. I'm for the class.
Gotta look sharp.
You guys looking for 10? 10-8?
Yeah?
In there.
Oh,
You guys in the commercial course?
yeah. Josh.
Craig, I'm in it as well.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Where are you from?
New York.
All right. Perth.
Perth? Not in. Hi, what's your name?
Brian, who are you?
Brian. Craig. I'm in the course with you.
Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Craig?
Craig with a C.
Not Craig. Craig.
Craig.
Right. Go on, Craig. Craig. Yeah.
I come into this game to be less behind the desk. I spend most of my time behind the desk now. Dave.
Dave Welsh is a former used car dealer from London. He first came to Fort Bovisand in 1990 to do the commercial diving course. He stayed and is now the managing director.
If they get us a shout when they come in, I'll make sure there's somebody that can load it on board.
But his time as the boss hasn't been an easy one. 18 months ago, a government funding scheme was withdrawn, and the company has been in financial crisis ever since.
When we had the money coming through, the problems were a lot less. Now it's a matter of, what do we need to do? What do we need to pay? Where's the money coming from for the next bit?
Finding enough money to pay the bills is a daily task for finance manager Dave Carter.
We get good days and bad days. Good days are when they get paid. Bad days are when they don't get paid.
How much is the wage bill this week?
6,111.
We're only 6 days late.
Because there's no money slopping around. So as money comes in, we have to pick who we're going to pay. And wages obviously come first. Salaries come first. We've got a big salary run tomorrow, which is proving tricky.
£144 for chicken and turkey breast. I haven't got it at the moment. No.
Tell him I'll have it on Tuesday.
Craig.
Here.
Brian.
Yep.
Joss.
Before being accepted onto the course, the students must first pass a 2-day aptitude test.
The English test, unfortunately, I have to say to you, is why do I want to become a commercial diver? Are you all ready? You may begin.
If accepted, each student will pay £5,000, over $8,000 American dollars. For the overseas students, failure now would mean the waste of an expensive trip.
Back in 1979, this is a course that was more or less presented to a lot of us back in Cork. A lot of trades and that's just out of our time, we were in 1920. But I couldn't afford to do it. It was only the rich kids could do it.
Brian left Ireland when he was 21 to work as a welder in Australia. Now 37, he has come to do the diving course following the breakup of his marriage.
If I don't do this, I've got nothing else actually. I have nothing else. There's nothing else at all in the world that I desire to do right now. And if I don't do this, I've got nothing.
You now have 3 minutes left.
I'm just keen to be doing something completely different to cartooning and theme park design.
After quitting his job as a newspaper cartoonist, Joss lost his house on a failed business venture. He is now pinning his hopes on a new career.
If diving works out, then, you know, it's a bit of a dream shot really, but yeah, 100% it's worth going for, and the rewards are huge.
Right, gentlemen, if you'd like to put your pens down now. Was it that bad then?
Any joy from Dave?
Behind the scenes, the strain of the last 18 months is beginning to show, and management conflicts are growing.
I think we waste a lot of money upstairs. There's a lot of people that they arrive, they turn up for work, they do a few bits and bobs, but it's nothing that's not already being done. You know, finance is typical. Finance has been taken away from the finance department to somebody who doesn't know about finance.
One of the biggest problems we've had over the last few months, as I say, is the accounts department and the wrangles between myself and Carter.
I stand up against them, what I don't agree with. That causes problems, always will do, but you know, nothing personal.
He wants the company, and he reckons he's got a way of financing it so that he could buy me out or buy the company out.
It'd be nice to get control of the whole place and give it a good kick up the arse. And I think that's what most of the staff want. They'd rather it changed hands.
I never know if he's working on behalf of the company or working on behalf of himself behind the scenes. And it does tend to sort of create a little bit of mistrust. There's been a couple of times I felt like going thumping him. But I think that just played into everybody's hands. I went down and grabbed him by the throat. I'm a very amenable person now.
Good afternoon, my name's Tony Hillgrove. I am your commercial training manager. What I'm going to do now is give you a little bit of an outline of the diving industry and the whys and wherefores of why you might want to be a diver. The gentleman made the point about the money. How much do you think you're going to earn in the first year as a diver? Somebody thinks £20,000. 25,000. Well, you're very, very fortunate. 25,000 plus.
Don't want to sound smart, but I'd be happy with half of that because I'm not going to work for it. I don't work for it.
Yeah, anything better than nothing would be really good. But a lot of money would be great.
Do you really want me to tell you how much you may earn in your first year? This is it, guys. Nothing. There is not a job waiting for you the minute you go out of the school, and for anybody here or anybody else who tells you that there is, they're doing divers' favourite pastime, which is bullshitting. What you want is money. Do you think someone's going to pay you money to dive? Yes? No. What they're going to pay you to do is the work whilst you are diving. The people that will always get work, and for these people there is plenty of work, are the guy that makes that little bit of extra effort. They need to be hard-working and willing to get in and do nearly anything. Okay, I'll see you at nominally 9 o'clock in the morning in reception.
Please don't drink because it's tomorrow that you're doing your aptitude test and it really is not worth it.
Wood Bovisand, the finest dive school in the world.
Here comes Johnny singing oldies goldies. Be Babalula, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime into the day. Do the song about a sweet loving woman. They do the song about the night. They do the walk.
Today, the students will be tested on their physical aptitude.
Okay, guys, the people of the aptitude, please, come with me.
But even more importantly, the instructors will be assessing their mental attitude, critical for a career in commercial diving.
If you look on some of these, S's are small, obviously, you've got MLT, medium, large, tall, etc. Alright? So remember, these are suits used by students all the time, year in, year out. Yeah, you're not going to get any better than this.
Well, yeah, you're going to run to the top 4 as well.
In this thing?
Born again diver.
I should have taken my mother's advice and stayed in school, you know that?
Yeah, I'll send it on to you for some now.
God, I wish I had some of this on top of my head, eh?
Probably gets easier on the neck. Are you choking?
Okay, guys, listen up. What we're going to do now is put you in a big upturned bucket called a diving helmet. Up, it goes. Mind your nose as it goes on. Right, push up a little bit. Okay, now you're locked in the hat. How's that? Give me a wink. He's obviously a naughty boy. Smile. Nowhere, you're going to die. He's Irish, he still does nothing. Okay, take it off you. Gently take him around to there. Oh, now gently, mind your nose as it comes off. Okay, was that all right?
Yeah. Bit dodgy about the comment, but
About what?
the comment was a bit dodgy, but
What about
this
Irish?
is okay.
Oh goodness me, I think.
I'm extremely sensitive.
Are you? Oh, I do apologise.
Just to English, that's all. Isn't it?
It's English. I thought you were Australian.
What are we going to do? Have an argument on the first day?
Okay, what we've got here then is a big tin can called a compression chamber. If you're a diver, you're going to be in one of these things sooner or later. One, two, three, four. Do you read inside?
Are you ready?
Yeah, are you ready to go?
Right to go.
Okay, go for seal. Okay guys, you're on the bottom at 40 feet, 12 metres, everybody happy?
Swain.
Nobody behind me wants to come out yet.
Have a look inside and see if they're smiling or not. They're even smiling, yeah. They're smiling, they've got to be divers. Don't put your hands out flat, you hurt your hand. Okay?
The 10-metre jump is as much a test of nerve as it is physical ability. Refusal to jump could mean failure.
Come on, David, go!
That's fun! No, I even hate you more. Start ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, David!
1, 2, 3, go!
I hope it doesn't get any harder than this.
Come on, guys.
Over here. All right.
Woo! That's a long way down. Now we're going to jump off.
The British students have begun to arrive. They've already passed their aptitude test and been accepted onto the course.
You need experience before you get out there.
As with the overseas students, some have been diving for years, while others have only done a basic 5-day scuba course.
Let's go.
24-year-old Alexandra Hartridge is a Greenpeace activist. She's one of only a handful of women to have attempted the course.
It was after an action in January in Belfast. With diving action, and our director said, I think it's about time we got your professional licence. So I was really pleased with that. It will enable me to work anywhere in the world with Greenpeace as a diver, because Greenpeace only uses professional divers. It's going to be quite tough. I think I'm going to find the physical work obviously more difficult than the guys. It's sort of a lot of weight resting on my shoulders as well, you know, representing the organisation and knowing that they've put that much into you to go and be able to do this.
Can you spell out your surname to me, please?
Curtin. C-U-R-T-I-N.
Back on the aptitude test, the students are taking their first plunge using commercial diving equipment.
A real diver already.
Hello? Are you calling me?
I was just saying what I do to start counting it up.
Yeah, just got a couple of pieces off. Then when you're happy, we'll get you to come back up, right?
As part of the exercise, instructor Ray Ives is about to test the diver's nerve. Without warning, he turns off Brian's air.
Go ahead.
I got no air.
Oh, you should tell me then. Okay, you're back on the panel now. That's just to check you're not going to throw a wobbler, right? Any brown stuff in your trousers? I'll stack the other one. That one be there.
Have you always been good looking?
Oh, have I? Go, you see me come here in the morning, my teeth all gold like. Ready to learn.
With the aptitude test over, the students have a nervous wait as General Manager George Graydon assesses their results.
I'll go through results in a moment, okay, but I'm ready to set you on course, so thank you for that bit.
Okay. I'm a little behind on the physical. I think I'm just a little under.
I think I did well on the run.
It's been good.
I don't think I did so well on the English exam.
A little bit more time and I probably could have verified answers.
I probably allowed myself to become distracted. In all, a good result. In fact, a very good result.
Good. Great, I'm glad.
You need to keep an eye on yourself and you need to keep yourself on the ball throughout the course or you'll let yourself down.
Age, right? I'm 37, right?
Yep.
How many 37-year-olds have ever started in here?
The people that normally make it big time in commercial diving are the people who are taking a dry skill and turning it into a wet skill.
I've been welding so long, no boy. It just bores me even at this stage.
Plenty of people can turn up, put a hat on their head and get them in the water. Yeah? But it's more than that. It's more than the diving.
I'm not going to be leaning towards, you know, being a sort of glorified labourer on the water at 37, you know what I mean?
Okay, well done.
Good man.
Thanks.
Good luck.
That guy is going to be a difficult student. See you later. Huge chip on his shoulder. It might be quite fiery, it might be quite interesting. We'll see how he reacts to the other students as well, because I'm pretty convinced that people will get pissed off on him quite quickly.
Which one is it? Has it still got the centerfold in it? No, it's here on the table. Well, you got to pin it up.
Quite cool, isn't it?
Welcome to the islands, man.
Well, I've been waiting, and it's a Saturday night, and I call up the boys.
With all the students passing the aptitude test, it's time for Joss and the others to celebrate, and the party has attracted the girls.
Best person in the world!
That's how we get our fun. On the prowl. Don't you tell my mom. On the prowl. All the company I keep. On the prowl. You know it ain't so discreet. Prowling with the boys on a Saturday night.
And the next month could be the end of my life.
Prowl. That's how we get our fun. On the prowl. Don't you tell my mom. On the prowl.
Joss has gone AWOL. He's gone AWOL and he's broken a very basic rule. At least leave someone know where the hell you're going. In a strange town, but no doubt he'll turn up with calluses on his calluses.
It's the weekend, and for the students it's a time to relax before the start of the course. But after a day and a half there's still no word from Joss, and his friend Brian is getting angry.
It's over 30 hours and he's gone out. Joss is gone without sight nor sound. Don't know where he is. He hasn't made contact with anybody. In a strange town, in a strange country. And he hasn't had the bloody consideration to bloody ring anyone out.
Hi honey, I'm home.
I'd have to slap the head off him, little shit, because where's the sense of responsibility? Like, we don't mind a crack and a laugh, but he's 26 years of age. You want to start somewhere, like.
Lovely girl. Yeah, I've had the best couple of days. It's been completely insane.
If this is going to be any reflection of the way he's going to be on this course, we're all going in the water with him. I can't trust that.
She's lovely, lovely Leah. We're getting married. We're in love.
But a passing comment from one of the school's staff is suddenly a cause for concern.
He just said, get yourself to the doctor.
Joss, you were gone 34 hours. 34 hours straight you were missing. And you were last seen climb through this window, blind drunk. Send him off with some woman, see you later. To some complete stranger from Canada. Who told me like the following day, damned if I knew. I didn't know. Where were you?
Did you not get my message from reception?
Get no message. You were in AWOL, steaming drunk, off in the middle of the night in a strange country, in a strange town. And you never told me. Me, I'm the man you're to tell. The same way I tell you. Remember what you said to me in Australia? You watched my back, I watched yours. I'm really pissed off at you. The only man I can trust in you, and I can't trust you. We're about to start tomorrow morning, 10 weeks of intense training. And I don't want to go through it with you. And I'm damned if I'm going to be teaching the facts of life at 26. There's more to them than shagging a bird downtown, like. That's the easy part. You're probably a very smart boy, but you're not clever enough.
Yeah, like, glad to hear you're safe. About time you got back. I ain't gonna give you much shit about it.
I did ring this morning.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing though, ringing it up on the end. You can't help you afterwards.
Yeah.
At least not much. Good penicillin shot or something.
Yeah, so what's the story there?
Hmm?
You know something I don't know?
All I've heard are rumors, and I don't have much faith in them, but I'm happy to tell you what I've heard. That, a pro. You want to go up and grab a pipe?
I think I'd just like to be alone. I mean, I'll come up later on, but yeah.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter. Big sign at the top of the hill. Come down this hill and it's a different world.
The course starts tomorrow, and instructor Paul Dart is sizing up his latest recruits.
Said Fred, isn't it? I'm too sexy for my ponytail. I am too sexy for my ponytail. She's quite nice, isn't she? That's the Canadian. John. He's good. Bit of Canadian anyway. He's alright. Who's this here? This is the man who shouldn't be here. Cartoonist. Tortured soul. This guy's really hunky. If I was gay, I could fancy him, I think. Yeah. But he's a nice guy. And then there's obviously the missing link, which is Brian. The Irishman. But he hasn't bothered to get any. But it's difficult, isn't it? You're just looking at faces. It's just loads of faces, you know. Each one's got a character. And they're here for a long time, aren't they? So we shall see.
But it's going to be a tough course. 2 of these students won't make it, and a third will almost die.
The left bottom yet? Something's happening. Take up the slack.
I haven't got any slack. That's still on the bottom.
Divers in vision.
Help!
Weight belt.
Get him, mate!
Weight belt off.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Help here! Come on!
Get his legs around. Put him down. The other way. Turn him round the other way.
Shit, come on.
I'll get help. I need oxygen.
I took it on. Just
Keep yours.
Go on then, quickly.
5, remember. Okay, I'll do 2 breaths. Come on,
Breathe.
4, 5. Come on.
Breathe.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, move. Breathe.
It's going to be sick.
Alright, well done.
In a flooded quarry near Plymouth in the southwest of England, the students from Fort Bovisand Underwater Centre are being put through the rigours of diver rescue training.
Get the move on. He's dead. Hurry up.
It's the first of many exercises they will have to endure during their 11-week commercial diving course. These 10 students have come here from around the world to learn to become deep-sea divers.
Overall, I thought not bad. Right. The other thing is, when you go in the water, don't fanny about. Take half an hour to get down that slope. You're a diver, you might be working for a living, you put the stuff on, you go for it.
Back at Fort Bovisand, a storm is brewing.
As you can see, typical English weather. Just to give the lads some idea of what it's like in the real world out there. We lay this on specially, you see. It gets slowly worse as they get better trained.
But the diving school is being buffeted by more than just the weather. For the past 18 months, it's been in financial crisis, and Managing Director Dave Welsh and Finance Manager Dave Carter are at loggerheads.
This place has got to change within the next couple of weeks. Something's got to happen. And it can only be better. Whatever happens can only be better.
We're looking to refinance the company at the moment, which we're going for a different bank and different finance. But it may be that we end up having to move forward in a different direction, which at the moment I'm not too sure about.
If I was refinancing it, I wouldn't do it any way like they're planning to do it. I'd do it the honourable way.
Refinance, sell everything to a new company. The new company pays off the old company's debt, and then we move from there forward. Albeit that I'll be the owner of the new company and I'm the owner of the old company.
To do it on borrowed money. We've proven we can't do it on borrowed money. It seems stupid to go down the same route again.
Supervisor, diver has 210 bars of air.
Diving is dangerous, and commercial diving is one of the world's most hazardous professions. In 1992, 2 of Fort Bovisand students died on the course.
Watch where you're going. Watch your back. Rocks.
To succeed, the students must work as a team, while at the same time be totally self-reliant.
Artificial ventilation was almost in fact it was non-existent.
They must learn to accept orders while questioning every detail.
Got him to the surface, Warren, but the drill was inflate his jacket, not yours.
While putting their lives in the hands of others, they must learn that the only person they can truly rely on is themselves.
You're looking at someone's life here, right? There's someone's life involved. You do what you think's best.
Only a few women have ever attempted the course. For Alex, the physical demands are her greatest challenge.
And when I was on the bottom, I was putting air in his jacket, and I just didn't feel that there was any buoyancy there at all. And I was thinking, you know, I couldn't lift him up. I get the steel, I get the heaviest guy on the course to do rescue. You know, he's a big guy. But I did it in the end.
Cub Scout, be prepared.
Shooting off to London. I've got a casting for a commercial with Hugo Boss. Agent phoned me this afternoon after the dive at the quarry, so off I go.
After leaving the army, 24-year-old Jake Phillips became a television presenter and male model. It's been a lucrative career, but he has an even greater passion.
I love diving. It's great. Modelling, presenting, it's not much work around at the moment at my age, so I want to do something I enjoy for a few years. I'm only going to do the commercial diving for about 8 years anyway. Main goal, I want a bar in the Caribbean with a dive school. Great way to earn the money, get offshore, go down deep, sat diving, nice bit of wedge, retire young. Loads of half naked girls running around on the beach.
All right, honey, well, you're all packed, ready to go. Cheers, darling.
But every dive's important, and if Jake's to stay on the course, he'll need to be back tomorrow. Are you going to miss him?
I mean, we've only known each other for a week, but we're already like brothers.
Meanwhile, in the canteen, Brian and the others are enjoying dinner.
I tell you what, a little bit of imagination behind that counter will go a long bloody way. Turkey, chicken, beef, chicken, turkey. I've got fish. It was a steak last week. I mean, now it's turned into a fish. What these people do to vegetables, no, you wouldn't. You just don't know. That man up there can boil a vegetable to within an inch of its existence. Right. Lard for breakfast, lard for lunch, lard for tea, lard with your lard, boiled lard, fried lard, steamed lard. You got to eat it or you'll starve.
Joss has ended his brief romance with a local girl, but she's taken it hard, and her friends have made threatening phone calls. He's been called in by George Graydon to explain.
Women problems, sir. Okay, are you aware that some phone calls have been made to here? Have you spoken to Richard?
I spoke to Tony this morning about it.
Okay. Are you going to resolve this problem?
It's been resolved, yes.
Because if that problem ends up here, one, it's not good for you.
Oh, I realise that, yeah.
Okay, and two, it won't be good for you either because it'll be you immediately off course.
Yep. She said that she was going to call me tonight, but I told her that I couldn't have a relationship with her. She said, why? I said, the course is taking up all my time, I want nothing to do with it. I didn't say I don't appreciate death threats, but I'm not a fighter. You know, I couldn't defend myself even if you know, I had to, so I don't think it'll come to that.
Okay.
You know.
It won't if you leave it, knowing local mentality. If you leave it and steer clear of town for a little bit, then it should pass over, no problem. Okay? No problem. Sorry.
Just say the expression, man. It's so funny. It's just like, who's gonna run? Go. Okay, on 3. Okay. 2, 1.
Good afternoon.
Fort Bovisand has a sailing school and a dive shop on site.
Same with Scuba Crown, same with Northern Dive.
The dive shop is run by Dave Carter, but the sailing school is jointly owned by Dave Carter and Dave Welsh, and it's creating friction.
David Carter wants my shares. He's got 24% of the shares and I own 76%.
That's another one-sided story. No, again, that's a disagreement. I bought half the shares off of the previous shareholder.
He wants to own it all, so I told him as long as he comes up with a deal where he buys me out, he can have them.
He offered to do a deal behind my back on the shares, whereby he buys my shares back for next to nothing, and then just sells them to Vince, which cuts me out of the picture. So it's getting a bit personal.
Ah, mate. Yep.
Dave Welsh has decided to put the pressure on.
Right.
He's given Dave Carter just over an hour to raise the money.
So the deal is now, we get £10,000 on the table by 1 o'clock and he signs the share sale agreement. Well, hi, can I have a balance on my account, please? I normally carry it with me as well. £10,000 in an hour and 10 minutes. I was well organised this morning. Easy.
Right, come on, go! Ryan, up the steps! Come on, Brian, move!
7823, I'm sure that's the right number. Yeah. Your fault. Thank God for that. I thought you'd wiped my bank account. Should be a transfer going through this morning for 7,500.
Okay, Duncan, come alive now!
But it's definitely going through today.
Yeah.
But we could do it.
Whoa! Stop. You alright?
Oh no, am I bleeding?
Go to my house. Yeah. Go into the bedroom on the right.
Yeah.
And you'll see a desk in the window. Yeah. By the side of the desk there's a filing cabinet. Yeah. In the filing cabinet there's a big red folder. It's not that hard to remember.
If the rope's tangled around something, stop the exercise, sort it out, then carry on, yeah? Alright, if the weight's too heavy for you, say something. So, you know. But see the rope has gone right across his mouth. So he's taking his lips off. So just be careful, yeah? Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
Well, he reckons, but he ain't going to be able to prove it.
So what do you do then?
Store.
Diver 2, this is topside, can you hear me? Diver 2, this is topside. With press the arrow knob. It says press to talk above it, yeah? It's a bit of a giveaway, really. Yeah. Diver 2, this is topside. Has the blade broken or come off? The blade has come off.
For the students, there's a set number of dives, using different types of equipment with varying tasks.
Brilliant.
Each dive is assessed by instructor Paul Dart.
Adversity. Diver 2, this is topside. You will have to use the broken blade to finish the task.
Give me a break, guys.
Point the gun.
Diver shows well.
Craig has a cold and has decided not to dive.
Well, there's a bug going around and I managed to catch it. And I tried this morning to clear my ears on surface and I couldn't clear my left ear.
If he can't clear his ears underwater, he could burst an eardrum. But if he misses 3 dives, he risks failing the course.
Breaking way.
Jay, Diver 2 is making way back to ladder.
Marvellous.
Bumping away.
Diver 2 on surface! Alex.
Alex is struggling.
Give the hex off. Alex! Got it.
With 30 kilos on her back, she's finding it hard to breathe.
Alex! Open your dialer breath, yeah? Open your dialer breath on the side. Dialer breath on the side. No, dialer breath. No. Put a hand on it. This one here. Open. Wind it open. Give yourself more gas. Right, that's it. Okay. Off you come. Alright, okay.
Come. Ready? 1,
2, 3.
Hey! Oh,
Okay.
You need to stop eating those dumplings, girl.
Great when things go well.
He's an hour late, but Dave Carter finally has the money.
Don't you love it when a plan comes together?
He must now meet with Dave Welsh to close the deal. While back at the jetty, Craig's kitting up.
That is too weird.
Some of the other students have reminded him that in commercial diving, it's having the right attitude that counts.
50 bars, 2 pulls. Yeah, 2 pulls means he's on reserve.
Despite his cold, he decides to give it a go.
Driver 3, commence work.
Go get him, Craigie. Hold your mask. What a hero, eh? What a guy. Go on in, then this one.
That's sealed by the bank.
Right, that's £5 grand.
That one you can count because it's 50s and these are all sealed.
They're all sealed, checked.
And if you think we diddle you by taking the £20 out, you do us no credit.
It's only just right.
We knew that.
That'll be good enough.
It's not my style to overpay, you know that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 grand. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, enjoy your company.
Thank you.
Got everything on you?
Don't spend too much time down there sorting out sailing school when you're supposed to be working for me.
Not today,
Only providing you put the champagne behind the bar.
You take all that money.
Champagne.
Yeah, she's got it.
Who's got it?
Lend us 20 quid. I'll go and get champagne. Don't worry.
I'll lend you 20 quid.
Go on then. And I'll pay cash over the bar. Just a momentous occasion. Oops. I'll see you over there.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks, Jerry. Cheers.
And the plot thickens.
Craig's had a bad dive. He's lost a fin and is underweighted. Without permission, he cuts short his dive.
Are you on reserve? What are you doing on the surface?
I'll tell you, anywhere near enough weight, everything I did had to be holding on the rocks.
All right, go over there, sit down. I don't want to hear about it. Go and get a heavier weight on. You go back down and find the fin, yeah? Come on, hurry up. Sort him out. Heavier weight belt, yeah? Get him back in the water. Ryan, you going in today?
To get down, I had to literally pull myself down the wall and hold on to large rocks. And whoever was tending me was giving me large enough pulls that it was pulling me off the rock, and I'd pop back up to the surface, at which point Paul would go, "What the f are you doing up there? Get your ass back down." So I'd start scrambling myself back down, and between the surge and so forth, once again, I'd pop back up.
We don't have a say in it. He's the boss. If it breaks your back, do yourself a favour and all of us. Do it. It doesn't matter.
I'll do it as long as it's safe.
I can't imagine how anyone can remember so much detail. Don't worry about it.
Just take care of number one. I'll pay attention to orders as long as it's not putting me in jeopardy. Going back in that, underweighted.
Craig's complaining is starting to irritate the others, and he's quickly picked up a nickname.
Cracks bag out because he needs to pee. Not only that, the cursing and the attitude just set me off. Not only was he wrong, he was rude. Ticked me off so much I didn't want to go back on that dive. All I wanted to do was, well, wasn't in a fit mind to be.
Hey Brian. Off switch.
Off button. That's your off button.
That's the only button you need for him. The off switch. Trust me.
Okay.
Right guys, can I stack it back in?
Coming from where I am in New York, I'm used to going very fast, very aggressive, and I'm finding that doesn't work very well over here. So I'm trying to adapt and slow down and find an appropriate pace to this place, but I'm just hoping that I haven't made bad first impressions.
Cracks had more comebacks today than Joe Bugner. Do you know what I mean? I mean, this morning when we was at breakfast, he was... Did you see him at breakfast? This morning at breakfast, I thought, he's all on his own and doing his, like, lost sheep bit. And then I noticed all the chairs were turned round the wrong way on the table. And I said, oh, I'll sit here and crack. And he said, no, don't come near me, I've got fever, everything. He said, this is to keep you all away from me, he said, so you don't catch it. And he's going, I can't go in, you know, because I've got the fever and I need to get the fever out and it's just coming now.
Successful round. Oh, so this deal was worth it just for champagne.
come I get to be the test pilot again?
Come on, bring your coffee, take your glasses and sit down. The butcher awaits you.
I used to do this in the army. I had a set of clippers in the army and everybody used to come to me for a haircut. It was all short. Hold on. I'm just going to give him the Mr. T. Don't move.
Okay. Who am I now? Are you talking to me?
What is it?
Yes. What the have you done?
Bovisand or Foster's ice?
Mark Harvey from Accounts has decided to resign from the school and work for Dave Carter in the dive shop. But his resignation letter won't be well received.
Mark, come here. Right. I accept that. Right. I do not accept the way it's been written. You're barred from sight. Okay, we'll take it off site, please.
Barred from sight.
As of right now, to go.
Dave, what's that for?
Hey, have you read the letter or did you write it? Sorry? Did you read the letter or have you written it?
I've read it, yeah.
Right. I don't accept it. I don't accept the way it's been written. Off site now, please.
That's not on.
Want to join in? Well, don't butt in there. Please, Mark, off site.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's bang out of order.
Hello.
How are we?
Hello.
All right. We can work here. Look. Steve, did you manage to get that tipper tipped?
Done, yeah. Bricks are in, it's starting now.
Lovely. Cheers, Dave. Thank you, gentlemen. Well done.
Absolutely inept, isn't he? Absolutely inept. Can't believe it.
Everything I said in the letter was true anyway, so... And I told him that, but won't have it.
It was one Sargi comment in there, which was quite funny, which was, since I've been here I've learned a lot, now I know how not to run a company, which is probably the bit he took offence at.
He'll wake up and see it when this place goes tits up anyway, won't he? Finally.
Anyway, business as usual tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Right, I'll be...
Stay, please, in the shop. No problem. No problem. As far as I'm concerned, in here, I employ who I like. We'll see. A few more fireworks, probably me tomorrow.
The boss came up this morning and said, well, Pat, you know, if you don't get your navvies out, you know you'll have to go. So I asked them for me wages and the man that all me pay. And I told them straight that I'm going to emigrate to the shores of Botany Bay. Hey, hey, the shores of Botany Bay.
For the students, at the end of the day, it's time to unwind. But one of the boys will soon find out that drinking and diving can be disastrous.
Lying in the quay, but it takes my dough, but a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Hey, hey, the shores of Botany. Go! Come on, go!
Come on, guys, it's all right.
3 weeks into their commercial diving course, and for the students at Fort Bovisand, the days are getting longer and harder.
You don't jump until you're ready. You don't stand for half an hour checking the kit through.
They've come here from all over the world to learn to become deep-sea divers.
Then they give us a comfortable
girls, let's surface.
It's a serious business, but at the end of a tough day, the students need to let their hair down.
Welcome to my torture chamber.
Hello,
I am Dr. Spengler.
Jake's claimed another scalp. After 12 years of long hair, Craig's new look is a bit of a shock.
A man likes his little bit of dominance every now and then.
You're funny. You're not, okay? You're not funny.
This is what a diving's about, mate.
Makes it all worthwhile.
How long have you been diving?
Yes. Right. So you know the dangers of diving with a cold, blah, blah, blah.
After a heavy night, Jake's not feeling well.
Come up and speak to you.
Yeah, have a go. Have a go. If you feel terrible, then don't dive.
It's the diver's own responsibility to report fit to dive. A diver who's not 100% fit can risk anything from damaged sinuses to a burst eardrum, or even worse, decompression sickness, better known as the bends. But each dive on the course is important, and Jake doesn't want to fall behind.
Yeah, marvellous.
Despite the risks, he decides to give it a go. Behind the scenes at the school, the management conflict between Dave Carter and Dave Welsh is hotting up. Dave Welsh has just got word that Mark Harvey is on the premises. Although he's been banned from site, Mark is back, and he's working for Dave Carter in the dive shop.
Off my site now. Right now. Off my site right now. Otherwise I'll have you removed.
In quitting his job at the school, Mark's infuriated Dave by what he wrote in his resignation letter.
Cheers, Dave. You're welcome. I didn't like the insinuations in it. I didn't know what it was put together. I didn't like smug way done it. And one of the comments in there was, you know, I learned a lot of work for your firm, i.e. how not to run a company. Well, fine. If he doesn't like it here, get out, don't come back.
Another good start to the day. But I just spoke to Dave Carter and he said he's going to try and sort something out. But, you know, he's adamant that I get off, so God
knows. He's in a good mood.
By banning Mark from site, Dave Welsh is preventing Dave Carter from employing who he wants, and Dave Carter's getting angry.
Livid, absolutely pissed off with the whole thing. Can't believe the guy, I really can't. I phoned him up last night, or he phoned me in fact, and said, you know, why he'd done it. I said, don't care why you've done it, it doesn't make sense. So he said, fine. He said, we had a long discussion, about half an hour on the phone, arguing about it. And he agreed that providing Mark only worked in the shop, not a problem. So Mark turns up for work this morning, suddenly that's changed as well. So I'm going to have a ponder for a little while, I think, before I do anything.
Back at the jetty, Jake's 10-metre dive is relatively shallow, but even shallow dives can be hazardous. Down here, he will be under twice the pressure than on the surface.
Dive 2 on the bottom. Tell him, dive 2 on the bottom.
Dive 2 on the bottom.
Roger? Okay, good.
Jake's breathing too fast. To conserve air and energy, he needs to slow his breathing down.
Dive 2, this is top side. Yeah, slow your breathing down.
Diver 2. Yeah, you slow your breathing down. Okay, roger that. Right, so always talk back. You have to speak into there, alright?
When you said speak up, I thought you meant...
No, just
Yeah, alright.
project your voice.
Alright, give us a bell when you're near, and I'll meet you at the gate. Cheers.
Dave Carter has decided to take a stand. He's asked Mark to come back on site and return to work in the dive shop.
You can't victimise a 19-year-old for what I consider a very accurate letter. Just not fair. I don't know. Some things are more important than money.
But once again, Mark runs into Dave Welsh and is forced to leave. Dave has his own reasons for taking a stand.
Not really important, it's just a matter of principle. And a means to an end.
It's been physically demanding, but Jake's dive's gone well, and importantly, he's kept up with the team.
What happened?
I feel a bit better. Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Meanwhile, in the canteen, the school's financial troubles have surfaced. The furniture bill hasn't been paid, and the tables and chairs are going out the window.
Taking this lot back. Repossession.
Do you want to dance? Hey?
How are you going to feed everybody?
I don't care, I'm going home.
That's 15 tables and 50 chairs.
Dave Welsh's efforts at refinancing the school have stalled, and the creditors are running out of patience. There's growing concern that the school's on the verge of bankruptcy. At this stage, the students are unaware of the seriousness of the school's financial problems, but each of them has a lot to lose. Having each paid £5,000 up front, and still with 8 weeks to go, the financial crisis could be devastating.
Going to undress me today.
Dry suit my hat.
Let me soak it, It's a dry suit.
You haven't been in today though, Brian.
Man, I have swam all
Look at
over.
these sweat stains, man. You're disgusting.
Soul's been repossessed. Sell, buy.
Just in time for lunch, the canteen staff have borrowed some tables and chairs from the bar.
Poor Bovisand, rest in peace, isn't it? No, don't take the table yet. I've still got to eat my drink. No. You bastards.
Where's all the furniture gone? We're not going to make the end of this course, you know that. We won't make the end of this course at all. I mean, this is bordering on receivership, like.
Right, let's go get it. Yes, we're getting fed up.
One chop.
Yeah.
John, one chop. Not two chops, one chop. It's a bad sign. Things are bad, boy. Things are bad here, aren't they?
It'd be interesting to find out whether or not the staff's getting paid or if they're behind. Most important thing is to look for the rats. Usually the first one's off.
To make matters worse, the bill for the rubbish collection hasn't been paid either. But for one of the students, suddenly there's a more serious problem.
First puff of the cigarette, I just had to get out, get some air, got here, and I just dropped like a sack.
Not long after his dive, Jake has collapsed.
Yeah. I had trouble breathing. I shouldn't have dived. I shouldn't have dived.
How's your head?
Tight.
With the on-site doctor unavailable, senior staff members George Graydon and Pete Sinevich are called to look at Jake.
To us, on the table inside the training office, is the dive log from this morning.
Their first concern is that he may be suffering from the bends. They quickly decide to take him to the hyperbaric unit for further examination.
Feeling dizzy, lying here, head's still a bit tight, hands are tight.
For every diver, the bends is a constant fear. It is caused by nitrogen bubbles forming in the bloodstream. If one of these bubbles finds its way into the heart or brain, it can be fatal.
Have you ever experienced anything like this after a dive?
Never.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a neurological exam. Okay. Alright, and then subject to that, we'll make a decision about what we do after that, alright?
Right.
So we can help them up. Can you get me the chair? Because I want to put this stretcher in. Okay, let's get this sorted. Okay. Can you just lose that out there? Sorry, boys. You feeling worse or better?
Worse, since I got up.
I think what we'll do, George, we'll pop them in the pot, put them on the tube.
With Jake's condition worsening, Pete decides to put him on oxygen in the compression chamber.
We're going to help you in the pot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on oxygen, just lay it down, and then I've got control over you. Alright, you done a chamber dive before? Okay. You got any smoking materials on you? It's just I might need a cigarette by this. They make a real messy jacket. If you need someone to go in, I'll volunteer. How you doing, man? You're in the right place at the right time, don't worry. Couldn't be in better hands. Right, a few other things. Can I just lift your leg? Okay, can you lift his leg? It's okay, don't worry about it. It's okay. Steady on. Alright. Okay. George, you there? Yeah, I'm here. Slow breath. Concentrate on what we're saying. George? Yep. Slow. We'll bring those in a minute. Okay, we're going to help you into the chamber. Okay? Okay, let's go. Up we go.
Oh, legs tight.
Okay,
The legs tight.
It's okay. We got you.
Just rest on us, mate. Losing my legs. There you go. Lost the legs. So what should I watch his head, watch his head!
Alright, can you watch his head? I'm going to move him this way so I can get him over. Let's get him on oxygen first, if you would, point. Just slow down your breathing, just concentrate on George's voice there. Okay, just tell him to relax. Deep, slow breaths on the oxygen there.
Decompression sickness isn't always easy to diagnose. At this stage, Pete's not sure whether Jake is suffering from the bends. While George conducts neurological assessments in the chamber, Pete finds out what Jake got up to the night before.
We went out to a restaurant, had a meal, had 4 or 5 beers at the restaurant. We went to a bar afterwards, maybe had 2 or 3 more. I was pouring pints of water down his throat. I went to sleep about 2 o'clock. He was up to about 4 o'clock.
He's got no sleep, dehydration.
Well, he got maybe 5 hours sleep, 4 hours, 5 hours.
Just starting to realise now that you can't burn the candle both ends and in the middle. And it's all very well. It's classic dehydration. Over days and days of whatever. Got to try and take it a bit more seriously, I think.
Yeah, then this morning he was drinking strong coffee. I don't know if he got breakfast into him or not.
I think he was honestly worried about not being able to do the dive today. So we let him go ahead and do the dive. Nothing untoward happened on the dive, but we have had cases in the past where people have had a problem with the most innocuous of dives.
Okay, is his general malaise improved a little bit?
Dehydration, accelerated by drinking alcohol, increases the risk of decompression sickness. But Pete still can't be certain that Jake has the bends. He decides to put him under pressure for 20 minutes. If this relieves the symptoms, it should be a clear indication that he does have the bends.
Being brutally frank, what we decide to do over the next few hours isn't going to benefit you guys one iota by sitting here watching. I can assure you.
He's just my mate.
Yeah, I know, appreciate that. So you might as well go join your, you guys want to go join your class, okay?
Could you do me a favour?
Yeah?
If there is any change in his status,
I
could
will
you
let you guys know. Ross will come running down from him.
You want to
Yeah, you can leave his boots. Don't take his boots. He isn't dead yet, you bastard. Evil.
Where are they?
Meanwhile, Dave Welsh makes his next move. Last week he sold Dave Carter his shares in the on-site sailing school. Today he hits him with a bill for back rent.
We had a bill this morning from POP to the sailing school for about £5,800, which was all of last year's accommodation for the sailing school, which, as far as we were concerned, was gone, null and void, as part of the deal, and which was signed as part of the deal as not being payable. So somebody's playing silly buggers. But it's not going to be paid. So, worst comes to worst, we'll have to fight it, but I'll probably get sacked and we'll go our separate ways, which is probably what it's all about in the first place.
I think he just wants to get rid of you.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Thorn in the side. But it's not worth working for them. And I'm sure if somebody else sat up round the corner now, in the same business, they'd close the place down overnight. Well, I'm sure that's what's going to happen. We're all at the end of our tethers.
What are you expecting to expect Monday?
No fear, no numbness, no dizziness, no nothing, no.
Okay, that's affirmative.
After 20 minutes, Jake's condition has improved. Commercial training manager Tony Hillgrove takes over and decides to play safe and treat Jake's condition as a bend. He begins the full decompression treatment. Jake is put under pressure to a depth of 20 metres. He will stay there for an hour and 15 minutes, and then, over a period of 3.5 hours, he will slowly be brought to the surface.
Is he awake? He's awake, you can look at him and check him. Can we talk to him? Yeah, she's in the... You can either put through there, press the talk. Can you hear me?
Can we send something into him in about 10 minutes?
It looks like vomit.
A bit of the old... Okay, you got the lot.
It's a get well card for Jake. We've all signed it, see.
He was dizzy enough up there that he felt the need to collapse down. He was sitting up, talking, seemed to be okay, although he said tightness in his hands, tightness in his legs.
It's cracked in the wall. Diver medic. What? Qualified diver medic.
A crack.
Yeah, Yugoslavian school of divers.
He started tightening up as we tried to walk him around to get into the chamber. His legs just went on him. He just kind of started pulling himself in.
We got the wrong guy in the chamber, I think. There's a crack in there. Blow him down to 180 metres and just all hit the Bristol.
You think they'll be able to dive?
It depends on it's the doctor's decision. That's not my decision is to treat him.
Because I know that usually the same most bends can't dive for about a month.
If he was bent.
Craig's right. After a bend, a commercial diver isn't allowed to dive for 4 weeks. For Jake, this would mean the end of his course. For the others, the seriousness of the situation is just starting to sink in.
Well, if they can't determine, the only way he's not out of the course is if they can convince themselves that it wasn't a bend. It's not that they have to prove that it was, it's that they have to prove that it wasn't. And without having had a doctor here first, they'll probably say he did just to cover their own asses.
Otherwise they should be shopping in as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah. No, because the reason was because he was out drinking and got himself shit-faced last night.
Oh, right.
Hey.
And you haven't shown any symptoms.
Come on, man. Get up, you fucking idiot.
By talking about Jake's drinking, Brian thinks Craig's being disloyal.
Everything's already on camera, man. He confessed it himself.
Maybe at a certain time you should shut your mouth, you know what I mean?
And you're the one who's going to decide when that's supposed to be, right, Brian?
Maybe we all want to
Your
think
own
about
standard.
it too, you know? You can't just lay it on top of every one of us, eh? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Why, is that your job?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Smart house.
How many?
As many as you can do.
Come on. Cut it out.
Cameras were there when he was giving all the exactly what he drank, how much he ate, and that he said I got pissed last night. So it's not a matter of that, and he just only has half the story, having not been down here earlier. And I'm not gonna hold my mouth just because he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, listen out, lads. Could everyone come in now to see Tony M and go through the procedure?
Dave Welsh and Dave Carter have finally decided to confront each other over Mark's ban from sight.
He's done nothing wrong. He's had a pop at you, you've had many a pop at him. There's nothing wrong in that. He's voicing his opinion. You've just got the luxury that you own the place, so you can voice whatever opinion you like.
We all have to live by our actions, David.
You're not, with respect, you're not. You can treat him how you like, and he's expected to walk away without a job. There's one thing in that letter that you could have taken as offensive.
I have, yes.
Right, so he apologises and he comes back on site.
No. Damage is done. And I'm not going back down.
Damage has been done to him for the last 2 years.
All I'm saying, David, he's not coming on site. There's a memo out to all managers that says any manager is instructed to ask him to leave. Right, and if you're not prepared to do that, you've got two choices. Live with it and do it, whether you like it or not, or leave. And I don't think it's in your best interest to leave.
If it applies to everybody, I haven't got a problem with it. But if it's victimising one person, I will not throw him off site.
You're instructed by the manager director of this company to ask that gentleman to leave site. That's all you've got to do, just ask him to leave site. If he hasn't left, inform me and I'll have him removed. Can that sit with your conscience? If not, resign. I think you need to resign then.
God knows how it sits with your conscience, don't you?
Happy days. David was given the option to ask Mark to leave site whenever he's seen. As you see there, he's not inclined to do his job, so I'm fully expecting a resignation letter on the desk today. I think it's a wrong move on his part, but if his principles are such, then he has to stick with them. Same as I have to stick with mine.
After more than 5 hours in the compression chamber, Jake's treatment is over. He is apparently well again, but his ordeal is far from over. Tomorrow, a doctor will examine him and decide if he has suffered a bend.
If there was, then what we have done is ostensibly cured you anyway, but again it's the doctor's decision to look at the facts and he will determine whether or not.
If it's decided Jake did indeed suffer a bend, he will automatically be off the course. It's the start of another week at the diving school at Fort Bovisand.
Keith, you got on to me last week.
Got it.
5 weeks into their commercial diving course, the week ahead for the students promises to be a tough one.
Although I wasn't sure as I came back.
They have a new instructor, former soldier Mick Whelan. He has a reputation for being a hard taskmaster. He's also well known as a stickler for punctuality.
something, get the water, toolkit, keys.
Thank you very much.
As the team gets ready to leave for a new diving location, the students are on edge. They're about to enter the most challenging phase of the course so far. They're heading for the breakwater fort in the middle of Plymouth Sound. Here, they'll get their first taste of what real commercial diving's all about. "15 metres below lies the underwater construction site. Down here, the work is hard and hazardous. Working on a large, heavy structure like this, a diver's at constant risk from one of the greatest dangers underwater: getting tangled up and being trapped. Added to all this is the pressure of time. The students will be assessed on how quickly, as well as how safely, they can complete their tasks. Behind the scenes, the management conflict between Dave Welsh and Dave Carter has come to a head. Dave Carter's resigned from the school, taking everything with him from the dive shop.
Well, as we can see, Mr. Carter's left the shop. One of his famous moonlight flicks again. Has his ability not to face anybody, comes in and does a runner.
Not far from the school, Dave Carter's found a new home for his dive shop.
We only found out about this today because we were going to move into a little shack which was about this size and just try and make do for the time being until something better came along. And this guy decided he was going to move out and he's offered it to us, so we're talking to him at the moment. We've got a fax going off to him making him an offer. But this is just awesome. It means we can get everything in here. So that's it, the new home.
I just climbed into bed, put my head down, and that was the end of Jake for yesterday.
Jake's not diving today. He's on his way for a medical checkup. Yesterday, following a dive, he collapsed and was treated for a bend.
George? Yeah? Let's get him on oxygen first. It's tight. Okay, George, there's gas on the chamber. There's an oral nasal for the in. The legs tight. Okay, we'll take the seal on the outer door and let's get him on oxygen first. Slow down your breathing, just concentrate.
For a diver, a bend is one of the greatest fears.
Okay, just tell him to relax.
It's caused by nitrogen bubbles forming in the bloodstream and can cause crippling pain and even death.
Okay, good. Deep, slow breaths on the oxygen there.
Long wait.
But Jake believes he didn't suffer a bend, instead only severe dehydration. He must now convince a doctor he's fit to dive. If he fails, he will automatically be off the course.
This is what you're going to do today. You're going to do a familiarisation dive of the breakwater fort site, yeah? You will go down in the cage. The first thing we will hear is you've left surface. You do not leave the cage till we tell you. Fellas, as you're going up and down in that cage, you don't talk. If you talk, I stop the cage straight away. That's going up or going down.
There you go, extra weight there.
From now on, the students will be using surface supply equipment. They will be totally dependent on the surface for their main supply of air and communications.
Tank strap, nice and tight. Diver is
Up on the cage, 10-foot stop.
For the students, this is where the serious diving begins.
Divers 1 and 2 on the cage. Travelling on the cage.
Okay, down on the cage. Okay, should be watching this now, yeah?
For those in the control room, the pressure is also on. While coordinating the divers underwater, they must also make sure they come back alive.
Understood, diver 2, slow down and wait for diver 1. Diver 1 and 2, moving back to the cabin.
Right, who's the first 2 gigglers then? I'm giggling. Right, get your ass in gear, you can hang your suits on the line there. When they're wet, you can put them in the drying room.
With the diving getting tougher, even the most experienced diver in the team will need to concentrate.
Yeah, I'll stick it in my head first.
But Wayne has more on his mind than just the dive. He's just become a father for the first time.
Hold on. Cliff's phone rang. It was her dad saying, got a little girl. Burst into tears, walked down the jetty. Had to really think about it. Quite upsetting and all that, you know, quite happy, quite upsetting. And then phoned her, and she said, oh, what name you got? And I said, I haven't thought of any more. She said, well, I like Danny anyway, like you said. And I said, okay. That's it, Danny Louise.
She's not going to do this to me, is she?
He's the faulty, the divers in the water.
For Dave Welsh, with Dave Carter now off the scene, it's a chance to relax.
You know, you go into a lot of the gypsy caravans and actually spot this. They take a couple of months at a time, I suppose, if you're just doing bits and pieces here and there. It's all hand carved, all done, all the doors, everything opens, all inside. But as of everything in life, I'm useless at a lot of things, and I can't cut a bit of wood in a straight line to save my life. So therefore, you've got all the pretty bits to hide all the joints. And I tried again and again and again to draw flowers, and I couldn't, so I carved them out petal by petal and stuck them on. That's the first one I ever made. They've got better since. I made about 8 so far. Each sort of gypsy family has like the head of the clan, and that was my granddad. Then it was my mum and dad, and then it's me. So, but I'm a gorger bred now. Gorger bred. Live in a house. Eat properly. No, I'm respectable people now.
Roger that, stand by and I'll find out where he is.
Diver 1, can you give me a location report?
Back at the Breakwater Fort, Joss has become separated from Alex. He's disorientated and is lost somewhere on the dive site.
Repeat. Can you repeat that?
With communications not working properly and in poor visibility, Joss is under pressure to find his way back to Alex. To make matters worse, his dive's being assessed by Mick.
A corner that has 2 jackstones.
Where do you think he is?
He's somewhere in this area. So if you're going to follow this, you have to hit the boat. There's no way you can miss it.
Right, inform her what's happening, yeah? That we're getting him to look for around the block, if they're on the same block.
You could confirm with her that she's never seen a boat.
Behind you, as soon as you keep an eye out for him, as soon as you find him, let me know.
Go ahead, Diver 1. You can't find Diver 2. Diver 1, can you see Diver 2? He's holding her hand.
Guys, bring him back. Yeah, get him to wait there. We'll drop the cage and bring him up, yeah?
Roger that.
Okay.
Okay, clear. Dive well? Yeah. Well.
It's not difficult to get lost underwater, but Joss's dive hasn't helped his reputation with some of the others.
He doesn't pay attention during briefings, he's joking around, then when he gets down there he gets confused.
Yeah.
He wants pity.
What annoys me is he's been on the panel, he's been on the tender, and still isn't aware.
Where were you? Because because I lost.
No one put any soap in my faceplate, did they? And I asked before I went in, I said, have you put soap in it? Yeah, it's been done. Hang on, okay. I get down there, can't see my hand in front of my face. I'm just like... Never trust anyone.
After several hours with the doctor, Jake finally has the results of his medical.
I have no idea.
He's failed.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
Pass?
No.
Ah, bullshit, really?
Gotta go home.
Would... Hold on, wait up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You got bent?
Well, going home.
No, mate, it's not the end of the world.
Back in the dorms, Jake breaks the bad news to the others.
So, what did I say to you?
I'm off the course.
Ah, bollocks. What reason?
They think I had a bet.
Ah. Yeah, Jay. Sorry, boy.
Okay. They just want to get rid of one more of you, and then they're going to cut the course off.
Jesus Christ, we lose the only good class we have. No.
You probably told her times, but
I'm going home.
he called you bent, huh?
I've seen lots of bends, yeah. I've seen people die. Not fun. Yeah, happens. Happens when you're not expecting it as well. This diving course isn't easy for anyone.
Not well, eh, man, I tell
It's
you what.
not easy for anyone.
That's what I was saying earlier on, like, it's as tough as hell, like. It really is, like.
As his teammates get ready for their first night dive, it's a difficult moment for Jake.
Who's your buddy?
Winnie.
Tomorrow, he must pack his bags and leave. Without a diver's medical, Jake could lose more than the £5,000 for the course. He could lose his entire diving career.
Yeah. Just keep looking straight ahead. Okay, go.
Drive away, ready?
This is where I prove everybody wrong.
Jake's not leaving. Desperate to get back on course, he wants a second opinion. He's on his way to have another medical.
If I fail it, I gotta go home with some answers to my wife of what I'm gonna do now. So it's, yeah, definitely white knuckle time.
Back at the school, the dives at the Breakwater Fort are over, and it's time for the assessments from Mick.
Just a couple of notes, Brian. Did well today, really good today. Subsequent of the previous days, you've done okay, just need to get stuck in a little bit more, okay, is my observation. Not on the surface, your surface work's not too bad, but underwater you were a little bit shaky at times.
Shaky
okay? Whether that was whether that was the partner you were with or whatever.
Normally, when I was a lot of my dives here with Wayne, you know.
Yeah.
And we kill everything we do. Like we're very rapid together. Like.
Yeah.
G'day, mate.
See, right, I'll be honest. When you first started, I wasn't initially over impressed with you, but as the week has progressed, I've been more impressed with you. Okay, as I've got to know you.
Without naming names, I'm definitely going to stand up for myself here. Like.
Yeah, no problem.
My first partner this week, it's impossible to work with. Like he's got two left hands, literally. Like. But how can you say that I'm slow in the water and tell my two partners that they had a good week, that they were good on the water and they were good on top? It's impossible. You can't do that.
Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah. I don't know, everyone else thinks my diving's a piece of shit, but I mean, my diving's not very good, but then, you know, I don't see any problem with me, so...
No, your diving wasn't too bad. Your actual diving.
I don't think it was a fair assessment. I didn't get a fair crack at the whip.
Happy man. I've been told 99.9999% chance that I couldn't have been bent. It took 4 hours for the symptoms to come on, and from my dive that I did, they said, no, there's not enough way my body would absorb enough nitrogen in its system, and for it to happen 4 hours later, no. And as far as a PFO is concerned, a hole in my heart, if I had a hole in my heart, it would have happened within 5 or 10 minutes. Now these are the specialists in diving disease. They know everything. So I'm going to go and see some people and ask them if they want to change their mind.
Responsibility for the students' safety ultimately rests with Dave Welsh. Jake needs his permission to get back on course.
Right, come on in. What's going on?
I didn't mean to cause any trouble with, but I was always told when I was younger by my dad, always get a second opinion on everything.
You can see as many diving doctors as you like. I'm happy with that. Not a problem. As far as I'm concerned, you've been in the chamber, treated for a bend, and before I put your life at risk and my reputation, you're getting checked out. Dr. Thompson, it's Dave Welsh at Fort Bovisand. Hi, I've got a gentleman sitting in front of me that come see you earlier on. Jake. That's it, yeah. Are you actually reinstating and giving him a new HSC commercial diving medical? That's fine, but
Dave discovers that the medical Jake took wasn't from a qualified commercial diving doctor. His second opinion doesn't count.
And the problem is he can appeal to anybody he likes. Until I've had him checked out, I'm not accepting him back on course. Okay, look, all right.
That's the thing I want to do. I've started...
I'm not trying to punish you, for Christ's sake. I'm trying to make sure you don't end up in a box.
You've got to understand how frustrating it is for me as well.
Yes, I believe it is. But I don't want to see you going home from here, crippled, in a box, brain dead or something else. I've got to live with that. You ain't. You're dead. You ain't worried about it no more. I want to be sure you're right.
Jake has one last chance. He's going for another medical, but this time with a qualified commercial diving doctor.
Oh, this is it, final bit.
And he's confident he'll pass.
Here we go. Have a look at it.
Daniela Louise.
Daniela Louise.
Make her, innit?
All right. So that's what you do when you're not diving, eh?
Yeah.
It's a proud moment for Wayne, showing off his baby daughter for the first time.
I'll be like this. Yeah, that's right. Daddy, I'm breastfeeding the camera.
Why don't you upset it?
Oh, I'm videoing that. I'm actually doing that to myself.
Alright, yeah. Here I am with a kid. Well, there you go. It's all ahead of you if you want to be like that.
Back from his medical, Jake has bad news.
They've been testing me until they can find something wrong with me. Made me close my eyes and walk on a straight line. I deviated of about an inch. So they failed me.
Yeah, I think, you know, Jake's one of the most likeable people out of the whole crew, and everyone's going to miss him. So morale of us is probably going to go down a bit, basically.
Sending that on the road. Okay, can I lock up?
In 4 weeks' time, Jake can try for his diving medical again. But until then, he's off the course.
Right, you all need to be able to set a panel up from scratch. Okay, checklist is on the wall in there, sequence of setting up a panel.
With the team now down to 9, for the last dive of the week, the students are back on the jetty with instructor Paul Dart.
Basically where one of you is in the wall chair, the other one from the surface, hat on, jump.
Despite it having been a tough week, Paul's not prepared to allow the students to relax.
Breathe the surface.
The pressure's back on.
Josh, come on, sort yourself out. Don't turn his hair off. Click on HP, come on.
Diver 3 putting
Deary, deary. Come on, HP, come on. The divers are dying. HP, on HP. No, come on, get him on.
Arms and balance check complete.
I already gave you a thumbs up, you stupid idiot.
Pull me to the f***ing ladder. Couldn't you f***ing understand? I was lying in the ocean. Pull me to the ladder, I was saying.
You're not good enough to sit, talk, switch off. You're not good enough to stay and read magazines. Not good enough to drink tea on the panel. Watch the gauges, yeah? All you've got to do, watch the gauges. Very, very simple.
With intense pressure comes increased friction, and for some, personality conflicts have come to a head.
Put your hood back on, right? Hood back on. I'm not going to put my hood on. Put the hood on and stop answering back. Right, come on. It's ready. Come on. Come on. You do me the tender, I'll be the diver. How about that? Just shut your mouth, Crack. Come on. Come on. Play the game, Crack. It's a team game, not individual.
Brian is really trying to instigate conflict wherever possible. And he starts in and complains about me being in the same room with him, and it gets really ridiculous at points where he starts throwing up a protest and nobody can figure out why, what initiated this.
I have nothing to learn from Craig. He's got more to learn from me. And he didn't cop that at the start. I reckon he should have. If he was as wise as he makes out, he would have taken the tip that was given to him 2 weeks after we'd been here. That was to close his mouth and open his ears.
My plan is just to avoid him, but not to the extent where I'm inconveniencing myself. I'll sit where I'm going to sit. I'll eat with who I'm going to eat. If I'm going to go into a room and talk to people, if he's there and he has a problem with it, that's his problem.
I don't need to be around a person like that, a deceiving character like that in my life. I don't need to. I know what I want and what's good for me in my life.
I'll be happy if I never run into him or anyone like him again in my life.
With the dangerous deep water phase starting on Monday, the students will need to pull together.
The panel operator not do.
But next week, when the pressure's at its greatest, team spirit will be pushed to breaking point.
Over the diver, you think about it, yeah?
Back in the main office, the relaxed mood is about to change. There's some shock news for Dave Welsh. Dave Carter has set up a rival diving school just around the corner.
This article, the whole article, if people know of us as well, belittles my company. Now, if an 80-foot boat is going to be the biggest and best in Europe, then I want to know what the hell I've been doing wrong for 30 years.
I think the article hurt Bobby a little bit, from what I hear. They've been running around with their heads at the backsides. But that's what was intended.
I hope it's not a lady that wrote it. I can punch the lights out on a bloke.
As far as we're concerned, it's straight dive school versus straight dive school. And, whoever wins, great. Good luck to them.
With the rival school the latest threat to Fort Bovisand's future, Dave Welsh is about to show Dave Carter just how tough he can get. On the far side of Plymouth Sound, Fort Bovisand's diving barge strains against the tide. With its moorings firmly anchored to the seabed, it is here that the commercial diving students will begin the deep water phase of their course. These are treacherous waters. In 1992, 2 students died on this part of the course. Not only will they have to struggle against the tidal currents, as the students descend, they will have to brave the total darkness. Back at the diving school, after 8 weeks of eating, sleeping and working together, Brian's had enough.
There was a clash of personalities in the room, and he decided that he couldn't stay here for another day.
Well, we're in 18B. I've moved out of 15B. I've moved out of the room, and I've got a separate room of my own. Because basically, crack was driving me insane.
It's no secret that we have, as you so delicately put it, a clash of personalities, but we've managed to like be civil to one another and you know, behave ourselves.
The diving school's managing director, Dave Welsh, is on his way to meet his rival, Dave Carter.
Probably get his knickers in a twist.
It's their first meeting since Dave Carter resigned from Fort Bovisand and set up his own diving school just around the corner. The two have agreed to meet on neutral ground.
Can you tell me what's going on besides what the rumours are?
It's Ross and me on our own. It's based on a DSV, and it'll be at Mount Batten.
So there's no commercial driver training going on?
I would imagine there will be in the future, yeah.
Right, in that case then, we were at Loggerheads, David. You know it, I know it. We're going to fight. But it's on a...
I'm quite ready for a fight. Been ready for a fight for a long time. And as long as it's on a legal point of view. I don't want people threatening me driving around my house. I don't want my wife being intimidated by people being parked outside the house. I don't do it to you, I don't want it done back to me.
It won't be. Everything will be at company level and on a non-personal basis. But, you know, if I find you personally get it in my face, I will personally sort it out. Okay, David, we'll leave it at that. I've got to shut him down. Can't have him coming after my customers and my people. He's poached some of the instructors from here. He's also offered some of our other staff jobs. So, you know, it's become a point of issue now that I've got to stop him setting up a school. And if it means an all-out war between me and Dave, then so be it.
Finish work, make his way back to the bucket. Oh, the storm is coming.
For commercial divers, the diving is only part of the job. The students must also come to terms with the tools of the trade. And with the deep water phase beginning tomorrow, the pressure is starting to build.
Feeling me, you didn't know where it was, you know?
That's fine, mate. It's difficult.
I was down to it. I don't want to argue with you, all right? I'm probably doing you a favour.
Number 2 yesterday, we were...
Yeah, that's darker too.
Right, okay, so why don't I dive first?
Come on, look, let's get this. Oi, we're running away.
Diver 1 has made the clockwise.
Clockwise, mate!
Diver 1 is leaving the bottom and returning to the bow.
Guys on bailout. Why are they on bailout? Come on, get 1 HP. You're killing your divers. Lost it.
Dave Welsh has decided to pay Dave Carter a visit. With help from his lawyer and some friends, he's come to repossess equipment from one of his business partners, Ross Noble.
Right, gentlemen, brief here is we're going to go in and pick up our equipment. No hassles, no aggros, just calmly walk in, I'll point out what's ours, we've already picked up and brought back out. Yep.
Dave isn't happy. Ross Noble is now a partner in the rival diving school with Dave Carter.
belongs to Bovisand on the diving side of the office.
Right, give me a set of the sales and all the rest of it, your receipts, Dave, and take what you want.
Right, at the
Whatever
moment,
you think belongs to Bovisand.
right, this chair belongs to Bovisand. This computer belongs to Bovisand. The stuff over here that's got this paperwork here, these boxes and files, these are all Bovisand. We'd like to take those away now, please. Right. Well, I mean, just the solicitors here as an officer of the court to make sure that we don't do anything wrong.
Speak to the police, please.
As an officer of the court?
I've got Mr. David Welch in Bovisand from Water Centre Limited in our office. He's come in to take what he believes is stuff that belongs to him from the office. Well, he's just walked in and says he's going to take it, basically. Ross Noble. Thank you very much indeed. Dave, nothing goes from his office till the police come down.
Alan, can you just undo that, please?
Alan, I'd appreciate it if you left it alone. Until they come down.
I want you chaps to have a talk about it, and then I'll load it up and you can discuss it afterwards.
Right, it's not
do me a favour, will you stand there, Pat, stand there. Do not move unless somebody physically shifts you. Now stand next door. And then still find somebody physically shifts you. Mike, you're a twat. I'll just tell you what. There's a lot of door. Ross, if you think for 1 minute I'm helping you fund set Carter's operation up there, you've got another thing coming.
You don't know what he's talking about there.
Yeah, you won't let so as well. Physically stopping from
Would that be illegal incarceration?
It's looking like a false imprisonment, yes.
I'll tell you this is a false imprisonment, yes? Well, just like on the door then, because this is false imprisonment. Thank you very much.
What's false imprisonment?
Okay, just change the doors open. Perhaps you must stand just there, please. For once, please, you're told don't move.
Who's your solicitor, Ross?
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
They've actually whisked away all the diving equipment. There's no diving equipment here. For diving contractors, we seem to be very void of any diving equipment.
Any equipment you believe that I've got of yours, if you give me a list from the stores, I'd be happy to return it. And you know as well as I do, that was a hire agreement we had.
I see all of the diving equipment in one hit tomorrow.
Right.
And so around say, this bit, these are mine.
Okay.
What you can show your bills for, you can keep. The rest of it we know is mine.
Anything that you think is yours, I'll return tomorrow to keep you happy.
Right, and then we'll be around tomorrow to pick up most of the stuff. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
What time tomorrow?
Just till midday.
Yeah. Thanks for very much. Thank you.
I haven't taken anything that I've got 61% in. So everything that Plymouth Marine Services or Contract Marine Services is still there.
What's next? Someone's getting arrested.
The police were called. The police are not interested. We didn't do nothing untoward. We're going to pick the diving equipment up tomorrow. If then the diving equipment doesn't show up, then that's them permanently depriving us of that theft, and then we'll report it.
For Joss, being the clown of the class comes naturally.
What button is that, Craig? What do we call it? The off button.
But tomorrow, on the deep water barge, things start getting serious. The students will need to trust each other. But for some, Joss's antics are a bit of a worry.
Today I was diving and I heard a certain voice on the comms. And I was absolutely calm and everything was cool until I heard that voice in the comms. And then I went, uh-oh.
Watch my beer.
It was out of order. The funny guy at the class was out of order.
With him any day of the week.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to dive with him.
Yeah.
Any day of the week, I'll go out and have fun with that guy. When it comes to diving, I want to come back from my dive.
The students arrive at the deep-water barge for the first time. Here they will face the realities of deep-sea diving.
Right, for instance, one of you get tangled up down the bottom, yeah? In close to 30 metres. All right, in five minutes, we'll start the clock. You've got a minute to get from 30 feet to the surface. Get up here, go and sit down, de-kit the diver, and then a pair of you go into the inner lock, and we'll blow you down to 40 feet. All right, so today's a practice, and tomorrow's the assessment.
Practice or not, out here it's all for real. With the spring tides, the current's at its fastest, and visibility is at 0.
As soon as they go into that the blackness on the rope, yeah, you always feel it. We had a guy here who actually climbed Everest, but he absolutely scared himself to death. He actually got halfway down, refused to go any further, and came back up again.
It's midday, and Dave Welsh has returned to pick up the diving equipment from Ross Noble.
We're down here at the yard, mate. There's nobody here. No, we said action today. We agreed today. Right, Ross, where are you now? Yeah, where are you now? Because the police have told me if it's not sorted this way, I can call them in. Now, this is death now, so where are you? At your house?
They changed the board. We fixed the board this morning.
Just before the day's diving begins, there's a problem with the dive plan.
And then when everyone left, Joss changed all the board out around, changed all the names. I went outside and he changed my name. He touched my name without asking me to touch my name, or anybody's name. He hasn't got the right to do that.
If they're going to go out and work in conditions, they're going to have to dive with people that they may not get on with.
Look at the short of me, right? Come on. Look at the short of me.
Don't ask me pointing questions in.
I don't know who attended on this dive.
Jossie.
That'll be Alex and me.
Come on. Don't get short of me. Sorry.
Brian was accusing me of wiping the board, but I did no such thing. Pissed me off. I'm sick and tired of not standing up for myself, I suppose.
On the first dive, Wayne has been paired with Joss, and he's not happy about it.
Oh, I'm diving. Hey? I'm not going to dive today. Were you into it? Huh? Alright, stick me in with Joss on.
Oh, you can't dive.
Well, no, I'll be the fire guy, I can handle it. Once it's not cracking, okay?
Did anyone send a...
You don't mind? That's good. I can handle that.
What, doesn't Wayne want to dive with me or something?
Doesn't seem that. Doesn't seem that way.
Why?
But hang on, don't put it over, put that in front of everyone. Just Josh, stand in front of everyone. Josh.
Red.
How come?
Because it's a nightmare. Don't take it seriously, Joss. I'm here to have my life saved. Take it seriously before I get in the water with you. Really like you as a person, fine, no problem. Panel, no problem. I'm not getting in the water with you.
It's true enough. I'd be in the same. 15 foot, no worries. We start going 40 feet, where things actually make a difference, and if you're going to have a problem, that's where it's going to be. I wouldn't be comfortable.
Has there been a situation already where something's happened?
you could talk about your tending. And to be honest, I'm looking at this current right now and going, if I have too little, if the drill is that I've got to get up there against this current, the last thing I need is something working against me.
There's no answer at Ross Noble's house, and the diving gear is locked inside the van.
Who has said that he's got gear belonging to you?
Because he owns 61% of the company.
You've got no right to come interfere with his gear.
What? Whose gear? Whose gear?
Car. What are you doing trying to get into his car? Man.
This is owned by Plymouth Marine Services, of which I own 61%.
You've got no right to do anything until he's here.
Would you like to get him for me?
I'll get the police.
Thank you very much.
Huh? I don't know where he is at the moment.
That's right.
You just leave everything as it is. And who are these people here?
What's he got to do with you, sir? Who are you?
Ross's dad.
I'm his father.
Right, well then please leave us alone whilst we sort this out with Ross.
I mean, you come here interfering with this gear?
Excuse me, Governor, we arranged to meet him at 12:30 this morning. That was all arranged by solicitors and the police yesterday. Your
Well,
son has done a runner.
Done a runner?
Are you untangled, Jossie? I'm untangled, but there's lifeline, umbilical rather, everywhere.
Joss has got tangled in his umbilical.
No,
let's bring you out and see it all.
It's amusing to Wayne, but getting tangled is just one more hazard, adding to the pressure on the students.
Oh, it should be up in front of him, which is weird. He's diver one, he's diver two.
Hat coming off!
You're going totally the wrong way!
Much nicer than Bob. I think if we shot Craig and Brian, everyone else would get along a lot better.
Diver one has made the runway. It's 2-0 bar.
I just think for the good of the group that we should kill them both.
Frats don't work on Dave Carter. So ain't got to work on me.
Pick stuff up.
You haven't got anything to pick up.
As Ross Noble arrives home, the scene is beginning to attract an audience.
The outcome of the meeting with the solicitors yesterday was that at 12:30 today, Mr. Ross Noble would make available all the equipment for us to check to see what was ours, and we could take away whatever was ours. Now, what I don't want to do is give the gentleman time for ferreting all the stuff away and make more of it disappear.
I will
Before it's
remove
removed.
nothing from this garage, and I will remove nothing
Mr.
from this
Noble,
van
I don't take your
until
word for
I
it.
get the list.
You haven't even kept your word from yesterday. That's only one day.
I've been advised to wait. See my solicitor on Monday. Mr. Welsh will receive an official letter from the solicitor. As soon as we get the list of items of equipment, we'll
I want to see a
free
sight of this stuff to make sure he's still got it. Now, if he hasn't still
Well,
got
you can't
it, he's
demand
flogged
that,
it.
sir. It's on his property, sir, and you've got no right to go in there and demand to see anything, I'm afraid.
But before he has to leave, Dave wants one last word.
If you look to say again in front of the camera, Dave.
Right, what I've just said is there are bills outstanding that is owed to Plymouth Ocean Projects. Because of the way he's acting, I was quite amicable before, but I will issue a winding up order on his company on Monday morning.
Dave Welsh has just said to me, I'm going to have him in my face big time, and I'd better watch out. That's what he's just said, privately to me.
I will wind his company up Monday morning.
Yet more threats.
It's not fair, it's a promise. I just told you in front of the camera. I'll put a winding up order on your company on Monday morning for the bills outstanding that you haven't paid.
Likewise.
Done.
Mr. Welsh is now showing how heavy-handed he can be when he wants to be.
I don't believe I've been heavy-handed at all. If I was heavy-handed, I wouldn't have called the police in.
Again. And yet another threat from Mr. Welsh, I will have you now, son. That was his last words as he just stuck his head into his mouth.
Back at the barge, one of the students is in trouble.
His umbilical's tangled around loads of lines, yeah?
At 35 metres, Cliff's tangled in rope and the current's getting stronger by the minute.
I mean, I couldn't see that.
To make matters worse, his torch has gone out and he's in total darkness. Whatever he does, he mustn't panic.
Okay, Dave, get yourself ready.
Okay, Dave, just go down slow because there's a lot of rope where he is.
Standby diver Dave Peake is called in to rescue him.
Go this way because then you got more umbilical.
This is no drill. Cliff's in real danger. What lies ahead will be a test of his nerve and the others' teamwork.
Just tell him to sit still, keep his arms still.
Sit still, Cliff, and Dave will sort you out.
Okay, Dave?
Yeah, fine. Make sure you don't get tangled up as well, yeah?
110 now.
Yeah, I've come across, I'm halfway down the umbilical, I think. I've come across another rope. And I'm following his umbilical.
Yeah, roger.
The blue line is going straight up to the surface with his umbilical.
Yeah, don't cut anything yet. Just make your way down to the diver, yeah?
Do that.
Do you want us to cut this down and get him some more?
Hey, just shut up. Keep out of it, yeah? For what anything I'll ask you, alright?
Dave's running out of umbilical and he still hasn't reached Cliff.
He's not going to make it. He's out at 200.
Clear enough to get him back. Okay,
Standby's at the end of his umbilical. Yeah, right. He's there now.
60 metres out, at the end of his line, Dave has only just made it to Cliff. The two make an emergency ascent. But the danger's not over.
Up, way up!
Having quickly come to the surface, nitrogen bubbles may be forming in their bloodstream, which can be fatal. The team have less than 3 minutes to get them into the compression chamber. Cliff and Dave are now at risk from the bends.
Get Dave undressed quickly.
Stand by.
Get Dave undressed quickly. Come on, get him off.
Don't panic!
Cliff, you okay? Alright, okay.
Dave, turn the O2 on. Watch your head there, go close the door. Turn the O2 on there for Square away the umbilical's going.
It's on here.
Dave is still sitting on.
With Cliff safely under pressure in the chamber, the team has done well. And while he and Dave begin their decompression, Joss and Wayne are trying to patch things up.
So you just do your own thing or go without.
But that's got to be the attitude that I see here. It's like you got to go out and prove to them that you're mega. But I think you take the attitude you shouldn't have to prove them to you're mega.
No, I'm just comfortable with where I am and who I am. And plus, like I was. There, no, I'm gonna.
Back at the rival diving school, there's a surprise end to the diving equipment saga.
Dave went to Charles Cross Police Station, reported the equipment as being stolen. The police subsequently came back and took a full inventory of what was in the garage. I have a full list here in front of me. The list was subsequently taken over to Fort Bovisand. I had discussions with Dave Welsh and he said, just keep the gear, forget about it, we'll sort it out later. He said my primary objective was to cause you the maximum amount of problems that I could and to incur costs with solicitors. It seemed a pointless exercise as far as I'm concerned. The other warning he did give me, though, as I left, was that if in the future we do anything that he doesn't agree with, he will come down and stick a ton of bricks. What else can I say? That's Dave Welsh all over.
After a tough first day on the deep water barge, the team head for home. They're hoping for a less stressful day tomorrow. But as one of the students will find out, danger lies not only in the deep. By the morning, one of them will almost die. It's 6:30 a.m. and there's been an accident at the diving school. In the early hours of the morning, fire spread rapidly through one of the students' rooms, trapping them in the blaze.
really nice and still for me this time. Well done. Super. I've got loads of stuff.
Brian's lucky to be alive.
Are you going to speak? So are you at the you're not at the hyperbaric unit, are you?
No. Well, you put, so if a person's inhaled a lot of smoke, they put them in there.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of fought back to by the fire, you know, and I looked at it and I thought, that's it, dead. There was just no other way then. I was dead, there's no question about it.
We had the fire officer here this morning, had a look at it, and his interpretation is that something, probably clothes, were placed on top of the heater in the room. And since then I spoke to Brian, and he remembers getting up in the night and moving his chair backwards as he went out the door, and he thinks he may have pushed that and his clothes up against the heater.
As managing director Dave Welsh knows, Brian had a lucky escape.
I think if he'd panicked, he wouldn't have got out. It's only by sort of staying cool and thinking logically, did he get out of that place alive? So, very, very lucky man.
Everyone, comms bailout check. What does your bailout read? 170. Roger that, turn off the bailout.
For the other commercial diving students on Brian's course, the news of his accident is just starting to sink in.
I never heard a thing.
Oh, I know.
6 o'clock in the morning, I mean, when somebody told me, I thought they were joking. I thought it was like a small fire put out. Unreal, went to see it, the place is absolutely gutting.
So the first mattress goes up, Brian grabs the other mattress, realises he's got to get out of the room, manages to get out of the room. As soon as he kicks the door in, or opens the door, burns his hand on the lock, and more fuel for the fire with the fresh air, explosion, windows blow out.
So imagine Brian will be off the course, eh?
Yeah.
Back group.
Can't dive with a burn.
Yeah.
Despite a badly blistered right hand, most of Brian's burns are superficial. But the doctors are concerned that smoke may have damaged his lungs. For a diver, this could be disastrous. A chest X-ray will show whether Brian can ever dive again.
Okay. When the cat's away, the mice do play.
At the rival diving school, Dave Carter's getting ready to launch the business at this year's dive show in Birmingham.
We're about 2 weeks behind where we need to be, so we've been working every weekend. I think we finished at 9 o'clock on Sunday, 9 o'clock yesterday. Got our work cut out, but it's gonna fly.
Meanwhile, Dave Welsh is already on his way to the dive show.
Don't worry about me, teetotal. That's a good Californian wine, and it's not cheap.
Despite the anticipated launch of the rival school, Dave's not put off by the increased competition.
Competition is good. Well, it is good for us, especially when the competition is so bad. So anything they do can only show us in a better light.
Diver 2 is leaving the bell.
Diver 2 is leaving the bell.
Down in, guys, here we go. Lift.
After 8 weeks of intensive training, the students are now well practiced in diver rescue.
Right, you got it. Just bring him down, that way. Grab his legs and pull him in. Keep his head supported, you know. Support.
In the hazardous world of commercial diving, safety is critical.
Right, check his airway. Airway's open. Check breathing.
But as Wayne has just found out, it doesn't take much for things to go horribly wrong.
As the air went off and my hat flooded, because there's three of them were on all three of us were on the same air, and the compressor got too low, and I went and all of a sudden the whole thing just filled up with water, and I went to flush it with the free flow. There wasn't enough air left in the compressor to flush my hat out, so I go Paul, I'm on bailout. He's going, why? Oh dear, he said, give me HP air, and then I can carry on the exercise.
Well, it's something that looks like trumpet fish.
With his chest X-ray showing no serious damage to his lungs, Brian's been released from hospital and given a new room at the school.
Oh. I waited till last, but he didn't turn up. Oh, that's disgusting. Right? I put myself last on the dive list, but he didn't turn up.
Yeah.
I know he was trying to find an excuse, but
I slept in.
It was a bit of a vicious excuse.
I slept in. Boy, I was sucking air out of smoke. There was no air in there. I don't know what I was breathing on. Because every breath I took just killed me. Like. It was a frightening sight, I tell you, a frightening sight.
Just 3 days before the fire, Brian changed rooms. His reason for moving was Craig.
When I got out of here and I heard it was Brian that was hurt, part of me said, there are other people who can take care of this. I should just stay here and avoid that. But another part of me says, look, if someone's hurt and maybe I can help, I should go.
Your radio,
Oh, don't worry, bro.
Cliff, is in the laundry.
Really?
Yeah.
You managed to salvage the radio?
I went back in for the radio, boy.
Oh, wow. That's a great time.
When I got out, the whole place was burning, and I thought, Cliffy's radio. I'm going back in. I just thought of America, and I went for it.
So I ran out to see what I could do. By that time, everything was already secure. Firemen had him, and he'd already been telling his story to everybody. And then everyone just kind of stepped out of the room, and I was the only one left in there with Brian and the firemen. And the firemen were asking him questions, and they were asking someone who knew him questions just to confirm that he was in his right mind and all that. And Brian took a disliking to the fact that I was still there. So they told me to get out.
Did you get...
We
never knew that.
Johnny came in at 8:10.
Brian.
It's tough to do the right thing.
But Brian's fire has restored some team spirit amongst the students.
They had a whip around, got a couple of bobs together. And because I lost my wallet got burnt. That's great. There's 500 Russian things in there. And they replaced my card, my bank card. So they were very considerate. It was great. It's very moving. Good on them.
The next morning, Brian returns to the hospital for further treatment.
Where are your pens? They're on your...
Well, here, this one, and
Yeah.
my hand right, and
Right.
there, and it's got like just blisters up there, you know.
Right,
Like
okay.
this, little ones.
Fine, let's have your jacket off first then.
Right. Yeah.
Lovely, let's have you lying on the couch then.
Call back on flight, please.
Right.
There, look, there's nothing. How bad does it look to you?
Well, you've got big blisters here,
Yeah.
which means that you've got burns underneath there.
Despite his injuries and the constant pain, Brian's made a surprise decision.
Basically, what I want to do is I want to go back diving tomorrow,
Right,
and I want the doctor to be able to tell me I can, you know.
right.
No problems on that side.
But before he can get back on course, Brian needs to convince the school he's fit to dive. And commercial training manager Tony Hillgrove is erring on the side of caution.
Very, very inclined for him to take a couple of weeks off. Very inclined for him. But if I get a bit of paper to say he's fit to dive, I'll do what I can. But that's the bottom line, I'm afraid.
Although Brian's chances of getting back on course are looking slim, he has his reasons for wanting to carry on.
If I give up now and leave, I won't come back. Like, I think I'll just keep going. You know, if I lose the impetus now to do this, I won't come back. Like.
Well, Mr. Mike
It's the opening day of the dive show, and during the next 2 days, thousands are expected. With a new business to promote, the show's important to Dave Carter.
About lunchtime we'll know whether it's going well or not. But it's quite good. In terms of stands it's busy, people it's a bit quiet. It was busier last year, I think.
A successful show is also important to Dave Welsh. But the threat of Dave Carter's rival school has forced Dave to resort to some serious lobbying.
This is Doug Nash, actually. He's one of the senior people within Paddy in Europe. Actually, he's God on water, actually. And I'm about to rip his arse out. I've got a problem with him.
What's this though?
This bleeding dive school round the corner to me. Right. Mr. Carter? They're advertising Paddy on this net.
He's been going around the whole show, shit-stirring with all the people, all the professional bodies, saying that, you know, we're doing this, that and the other. All a complete pack of lies, and all of which we'd already got approval from in the first place.
Oh, Andy. Hi, Dave. There you go, mate.
Yeah, nice thing.
You dial that one, I'll give you the shop number. It's the same as before.
Okay. All right. Magic.
Still at the hospital, Brian has a chance of getting the doctor's letter for Tony Hillgrove.
Okay. Has this been dressed as well?
No.
It's just been left open.
Yeah.
It is? Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's not giving any problem or anything.
Just to give him a bit of...
No, the thing with me is that I'm in a diving course at the moment, you know.
Are you?
And I'm at I'm very close to the end now, you know.
Yeah.
I'm at a really critical stage, like, as in, like, you know, I want to finish.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I feel as fit as a fiddle. It's not a drama, you know what I mean? I don't have a drama bleeding or anything, right? Okay, I've got blisters in my hands, you know, but you know, the lads out there are willing to make amends, you know, to make life easier for me with my hand.
Yeah, sure.
Just to get me to.
But then you'd be completely submerged, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, we're not policemen, so it's up to you to make the decision what to do. But one of the things about burns, especially if you've got blisters like this, is that they can get infected very easily.
Yeah.
And what we're planning to do is to prick the blisters, and obviously, you know, if the water gets in there and they get infected, then you're on the road to a bit of trouble, really.
I'm quite happy to do it, right? I'm quite happy to do it, but what they want is they want a letter from the hospital.
Right. Oh, I can't do that, really. I mean, that's a letter for me to say that, you know, you're able to go ahead and do it, isn't it? Well, as I say, I would advise you not to. I'm not being flippant about that. Yeah. But you know, if you want to do it, that's fine. But I certainly can't write a letter to say, well, I'm happy for you to do it. Were you diving in the Sound?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the world's cleanest place, is it?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Thanks, Doctor. Look.
The only hope for Brian now is to appeal to Dave Welsh. But time's running out. If he misses 2 more dives, he'll be off the course.
Mr. C.M. Cottle, please attend stand number 434, custom divers. Thank you.
With interest increasing in the rival school, Dave Welsh decides it's time for a showdown with Dave Carter.
I got a meeting with them at 2 o'clock to tell them that they either do their training and use me as their main agent, and they put it all through me as an agent, or they don't do it. There's 2 ways to look at it. I can either absorb them in, use them as a sales agent, or squash them.
As the students head out for another day at the deepwater barge, back at the school, Brian's near-death experience has begun to haunt him.
Everything's on fire around me, like. I remember thinking, I'm done, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make it. I'm finished. My mind was shutting down, it was closing me down, right? It was telling me to, don't worry about it, you're right, just stay there, and the fire's going to go out in a minute. I was shutting down, right? That's what was happening. I was on the way out, right? I was dying.
But while Brian lay on the floor close to death, the training from the diving course came back to him.
What we were taught was assess the situation. Don't just run amok. Don't you know? You certainly don't bolt. I remember thinking, hang on a second. have another look at this site. There's got to be another way out of here. I went upstairs in the mezzanine, where you couldn't see at all, but it was the same as being underwater. Just feel around. I did it and I got out.
The diving course saved your life, I think.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So, for topside, go ahead.
Give me some slack.
Roger that.
For Joss, after a difficult few weeks on the course, there are no signs of things improving.
Watch your gauges! Watch your gauges! Doris want to bail out. Is he off bail out now?
No, not yet.
Come on, get him off bail out. Back on, come on.
Bail out.
You're trying to kill these guys, aren't you? Scare the wits out of them.
Things are starting to get on top of him.
Kind of been shouted at. Kind of been told what to do all day. Kind of always been wrong. Other than that, quite happy. Haven't got my hat. Getting cold. But I'm on my station. I'm doing my job.
Would a Mr. Michael Nicholas attending the show? Please call the organisers office.
It's 2 o'clock, and Dave Carter and partner Ross Noble have arrived for their meeting with Dave Welsh at the bar, where Dave has already been for some time.
Gentlemen, the idea of this is we have to sit down and talk. Okay? Now, all we want to do is push forward safe diving. Now, if you're objecting to that, then we need to know it. If you're not, then let's work together.
Well, you know that's the case, Dave. I mean, you've known me now for a number of years.
Ross, you've worked with me and
Yeah.
for me for a number of years,
I have,
and
yeah.
I've always had the highest esteem for what you are.
Well, I'd like to think then, Dave, if that's the case, that you know the sort of standards that we would be looking at setting and maintaining.
We don't want to take away your livelihood. We will pay you for those people come through.
Yeah,
if you wish to do the same thing again with Fort William,
your argument
go and do it.
The whole emphasis of your argument is that you think we're going to train people substandard and unsafely, which is a load of bollocks, as you well know.
What we don't want is two schools that close together going to war with each other like a price war. And I will go all out. If you're not with me, you're against me. If you're against me, I'll go all out against you. Now, I will make every move possible to stop you getting any accreditation, any students, any money. Look
Sorry,
at it.
it's a waste of time. Thanks, Dave.
How you doing?
Just a sad drunk sitting in a chair, thinking about what's gone, not what's going to happen. So he thinks he's all powerful, but we must have had 30 people that have come by the stand today and said, "I'm really glad you've dumped him. Now let's go on and do something good." So, bollocks to him.
Back on dry land, under Ray Ives' instruction, the students are about to start the most dangerous stage of the tools phase.
Safety aspect is you must press that button and push down.
More like a weapon than a tool, the Cox's bolt gun fires 6-inch bolts through plate steel, using live ammunition.
Oh boy. Okay, Paul, turn it up. Turn it up, Paul.
Just as dangerous is the Kerry cable.
Up.
Fed on pure oxygen and burning at nearly 3,000 degrees centigrade, Kerry cable can slice through thick steel and even concrete. After an exhausting 2 days, the dive show is over, and the launch of Dave Carter's new school is declared a success.
Dive show went really well. We had 130 good commercial inquiries and another 20 ROV inquiries. And while we were there, we sold 4 ROVs as well, which is good, £4,500 a piece.
But for Dave Welsh, an article in a popular magazine has meant the dive show was close to disastrous.
We had a very irresponsible press release put out by Diver magazine, which has caused us problems right across the board, to the point where some people even phoned up and cancelled their courses, thinking that the Fort Bovisand had gone into receivership. It's actually cost us quite a bit of money. If nothing else, it totally ruined the dive show for us, because everybody coming up thinking, you know, why should we come and talk to you when Diver says you're going bust? Well, we ain't going bust.
Loaded gun going down! Hot!
It's now time for the students to use the tools underwater for the first time. What seemed easy on dry land is proving much trickier underwater.
Topside, the gun's not working. Try again, guys.
Go down, set it up, and we'll tell you when to come up, yes?
For Joss, the difficult tools phase is an important opportunity to prove himself.
Hat coming off. Well, you've actually, I could see the way you did that, you actually have done something that's really good.
Yeah, it was excellent.
I can tell. You've done something that's really... he's actually done something that's
He actually did it well as well.
Yes, I did him again. That's really good.
Yeah.
With Dave Welsh back on site, Brian has one last chance to plead his case.
The doctor won't give me a letter.
And one of the first things I have to ask you is, did they take your diving medical away from you this morning?
No, they haven't given me a notice they can't dive, no. They haven't.
How do you actually feel? Do you feel comfortable about diving back with that? If we keep it dry or something?
Well, if I can keep this dry, I'm happy to dive away.
I want your assurance. If you don't feel happy, if you feel anything wrong, you let me know and we'll pull you off.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this a go. If I don't feel right about it, then I'll stop, right? But I do want to give it a go. I won't be happy, I won't be satisfied unless I give this a go. I literally won't be able to sleep. I'll have to go through this.
Are you going to get your hands through your suit?
I'll get them through. Don't worry about that.
You are fucking nuts, I hate you. You're mad.
I've got to live it. You've only got to see it, I've got to live it.
He's got to keep out of the water. He could really lose his hand otherwise, couldn't he? And tomorrow's very difficult, you know. That tide today was really, really strong. And you stood in the bow and you've got to jump out and you're literally like a flag. I mean, you're holding on and you're directly straight out and you're going across. You've got to clip on and pull two of you, throw yourself in the bow, all the umbilical stuff. It's just going to kill him. You know, how do you tell someone like Brian though?
As Brian heads out to the deep water barge, he faces one of the greatest tests of his life. 8 grueling deep dives and severe pain will push Brian to the very limit. It's Sunday morning. and some of Fort Bovisand's students are at Mass. Tomorrow, they will start the last week of their commercial diving course. For all of them, the last 10 weeks have been tough. But for Brian, the worst is yet to come. 4 days ago, his room caught fire and he was trapped in the blaze. Brian's lucky to be alive. But despite his hands being badly blistered and burnt, he's determined to carry on. Still haunted by the memories of the fire, he heads out to the deep-water barge in the middle of Plymouth Sound. Out here, all the students will face their final test. Meanwhile, at the diving school, there's trouble. Plymouth Ocean Projects, the management company which runs the school, has gone bust.
Port Bovisand Underwater Centre Limited purchased the assets and the lease of Plymouth Ocean Projects and was going to lease back on a lease loan situation all of the facilities. It then turned out that POP couldn't cover those costs and had no alternative but to go into liquidation, and it's called in a licensed insolvency practitioner to wind the company up, which means everybody that works for that company basically gets laid off. They've all been laid off.
Did you get your wage, Chester?
Yeah.
No, you had to sign something like this, didn't you? Something similar. Signed your life wage here, thank you.
I've signed worse things like that, like marriage certificates.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In a complicated company restructure, Dave Welsh has set up a new company to run the school.
We're lending you money as a company.
I can do with that.
But with redundancy letters going out, everyone's confused.
Got it wrong really, because if you look at it, they already worked last week for us.
You can't film me, I'm technically unemployed.
I'm the only one here that's been made redundant by the same company twice.
They don't understand how the redundancies work. They don't understand that they all lost their jobs, but they start in a new company. Some of them believe that they were just moving from one company to the other and continuing, but they're not. They've actually been laid off, finished, and offered new employment.
After 18 months of financial strife, Dave's company restructure is his way of saving the school. But he still has to convince the creditors. With his hand heavily bandaged, Brian arrives at the deep-water barge.
Got some water in on there, pal.
As one of the busiest harbours in Britain, the waters of Plymouth Sound are not the best to be in with open wounds. If Brian doesn't keep his hands dry, the risk of infection is high.
Punch your hand to me.
He hopes that special waterproof gloves will protect him, but they're a tight fit, and with his blisters recently lanced, he's in a lot of pain.
This, I'm afraid to say, is going to be the grimmest part of your life.
No pain, no gain, John. Don't put it tight.
But the pain for Brian is not just physical. The nightmares have started.
Yeah, I've got to keep going and get out of here, literally. I can't stop. This is killing me. My hand's killing me. I've been up for 4 nights. With the door open in my room, freezing. Wouldn't even turn on the heater.
Back at Fort Bovisand, the heads of department have been called in to discuss the school's future. A creditors' meeting has been called, where Dave will have some tough questions to answer.
No, that's okay. I do get the message, thanks.
Meanwhile, at the rival diving school, the word is out.
The liquidated has to go through the committee first.
For owner Dave Carter, the financial troubles of Fort Bovisand are welcome news.
So they're going to push for a formal winding up of the company as opposed to a voluntary.
The creditors' meeting is an opportunity for him to ask his business rival some very pointed questions.
He can't wind the company up and sell the assets back to himself as he's done. Basically, that's going to be investigated now.
Brian, just are you 10 me?
My hands are killing me, like, he's giving it.
Diver 2's hat.
Just let me do it.
Just shut up.
Come and tend me,
Tie me
Joss.
up, please. Alright, I don't hear anything from anybody. I'm in dire pain here, right?
Alright.
As Brian and Wayne prepare for their first dive, everyone's nervous.
Yes? Two loose fitting whatnots. Try using one with a pin as well, save us swap the other one.
Keeping his hands dry will be the least of Brian's problems. With the constant pain, even touching something is agony.
HP from the bow, yeah? Rotate down on there.
And the current's getting stronger.
Carefully get him in then because of his bad pinkies.
Brian will dive to 20 metres. There he will have to drag himself along the shot line in a diver rescue exercise and haul Wayne up into the diving bell. In Plymouth, the creditors' meeting is about to begin.
Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jackie Barber. I'm a chartered accountant and licensed insolvency practitioner practicing from Truro. To my left-hand side is Mr. David Welsh, who is the director of Plymouth Ocean Projects Limited and the chairman of this meeting. Mr. Welsh has prepared a brief history of the company.
Outside, Dave Carter and some of his employees are waiting to get in. They all used to work for Dave Welsh and claim they're owed money, but not all are on the list of creditors.
Apparently they draw up the list of creditors, so they only have to invite people they want, which is very convenient. So I'll have to wait and see. Although I did speak to Dave Welsh this morning and tell him I was coming, which is maybe why we've got so many problems.
I understand. Which one's Mr. Carter?
Me.
Right. Have you got a vote?
As an employee, I would hope so.
Mr. Welsh says you're paid up to date, don't you?
I'm certainly not. If you'd like to prove it and tell me when he paid me.
All right, I'm happy to let you in, but can I ask that you keep it civilised and...
Excuse
You
me,
will do.
I've never kept anything but civilised.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
resent that.
No, I know, all I do. But
It's, you know his personality already.
Let's just take a seat with us back.
Will do.
Sorry.
Can you speak up, please?
Yeah, Diver 2 is leaving the bell.
Diver 2's leaving the bell.
Thank you. Couldn't hear you, Alex.
Despite the difficulties, Brian's doing well.
Brian's going to leave the bell, go to the top of the bell, yeah?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Everyone's going to exit the bell and go on top.
Roger. Roger that.
But there's tension in the dive control room. The only link to the divers are the comms, and they're playing up.
Something's wrong with the electrics on the comms, yeah?
Yeah, Roger, mate.
How's that, alright?
Fine.
Jolly good.
We're both in the bell, everything's okay.
Right, sit down. Standing up this time.
Standing up.
At the creditors' meeting, Mark Harvey has been asked to leave.
Apparently I'm not a creditor, even though I'm taking them to a tribunal because they owe me money. And I've had the paperwork back from the courts to say that the court case is being held in November or December. Apparently I'm not a creditor and he won't allow me in the room. He won't give me a reason why. He won't deny that he's had the paperwork for a tribunal, but he won't let me in for some reason. So, bunch of tossers. Well, this is it. But obviously, employees of the company don't matter. No, they're just trying to say it's
These poor ones left me in here. I'm hanging up.
Don't let go of the bell.
Suddenly, Brian's in trouble. He's lost his grip and fallen off the diving bell, and his communications have just cut
I
out.
can't hear them when they say. Brian's got to go up on the top. I thought that's what I said. I can't hear them properly. Not me. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Cliff.
Just hang fire there a minute, yeah? Brian's fallen off the belt. You get that?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
everyone.
just stay where you are.
I can't hear a bloody thing, Wayne. Upside, upside.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Brian.
He's in the belt.
Can you hear me,
Should
Brian?
be on top of the belt. Got your battery. Is he alright?
Upside, upside, upside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Upside.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Right, okay. You get back on top of the belt.
Tell Wayne it's okay.
Yeah, okay. Just get back on the bell, yeah?
Brian's going to let the bell go back on top, continue with the exercise.
Straight back on
Get back to the end of exercise, Brian.
No fins?
With communications restored, Brian's dive is finished, but his ordeal isn't over. He must now play dead and be hauled to the surface in a rescue exercise.
Driver to catch spray from the L-frame.
Make sure he's got the umbilical part.
I've got one under me.
Make sure he's just pulling through to the ladder.
This is right. Pull that up, go on.
Ready for the lift? Go on then, guys. Okay, let the standby go, Jock. Let the standby go now. That was better.
For Brian, it's been the hardest dive of the course, and it's taken its toll.
You ready?
He's been pushed to the limit and is about to snap.
Can somebody check his airway?
Airway's open, tongue is clear.
Somebody got the O2?
I got it ready.
Circulation, we've got a pulse, circulation.
Just hold on the ladder there.
How you doing, Brian?
Yeah, he's alright, just.
O2?
Yeah, give a dose of O2.
Yeah, do it. I don't give a f***. Just get him away from me, right?
Right? Nice deep breaths, mate.
6 forward, Brian.
Come on, that bail out.
Gotta pick that ball and off, maybe a little.
Since the start of the course, there's been conflict between Craig and Brian. Their relationship has now hit an all-time low, and for Craig, it's the last straw.
Sit him up.
6 forward, Brian.
Let's get this black on.
We were doing our rescue. Brian was the victim. We're short-handed, so everybody has to pitch in. And when it came time to get him up on deck, I intentionally left myself out so I wouldn't be handling him, because I knew that if he experienced any pain, it would be my fault. So the only role that I took was administering O2. And when it came time to put the O2 on, simply just putting a mask on his face, he told me to get the hell out of there, to put it in kinder words, and wouldn't let me do my job because it was me. And I'm not particularly happy about not being able to do my job because of his personal problems. Matter of fact, if I found out it was really him in this that needed to be rescued, I wouldn't touch him now. That guy's going to get whatever he deserves.
Right. That, as far as the formal business of this meeting is concerned, concludes the shareholders' meeting. The company is officially in liquidation.
The creditors' meeting is over, and Dave Welsh has won.
Things have gone all right. All right.
It's a big relief for Dave, but not everybody's happy.
Same as always. Yeah.
The most pedantic one in there was the Inland Revenue, and they're the actual ones that caused us to go into liquidation anyway. If it wasn't for them, we'd have been all right. We had an agreement that we could have paid them off in 12 months, but they decided not to and wanted the money all in one hit. And they're the only ones that got really awkward.
Making his way back to the bucket.
The school has survived. After 30 years in the business, Fort Bovisand remains one of the leading centres in the world for commercial diver training. Thousands of divers from all over the world have been trained here, and down at the jetty, a new intake of students is just starting.
Out slack driver 1, at 1 metre. Drivers 1 and 2 are secure.
Amongst them is a familiar face. After suffering a bend and having to quit the previous course, Jake Phillips is back.
suit could flood, I could get half eaten by a shark, but it'd be fantastic to come back in the water.
Back in the Sound, the day's diving is over. Tomorrow is the last day of the course. For the students, it's been a hard 11 weeks. For some, more so than others.
It's been a struggle from the fire to now, to finish. Losing my rag with everyone and apologising, and suddenly everybody feels like strangers here. After an intense course, everyone, and it's wrong that it feels like that, but I feel remote from everybody here and this place. And I liked my time here, I really did. Up to that, but there's a kind of an emptiness there that I can't explain. But I hope people understand.
Diver 1, ready for the water.
As the students begin their last dives, the mood on the barge is not entirely serious.
We go in the water, check your makeup. Ladder tight, is it? Stern gland plugged, ready? I could have missed you when you go, I tell you. We're having any fun.
Done! Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
The last time, secure.
I'm so happy. The industry will never be the same.
I'm not that close.
Right, well. That's it. Okay. Well played. Right, well. Farewell. The word has been lobster, huh?
Make it swim!
With his last dive over, Joss can't resist taking one final plunge.
Worked a bit out about what takes a commercial diver. It's personality. We're looking at the guys that are in my company. All of them, one of them could be miserable, one could be special in friendliness, one could be like grumpy, another one could be jokey and not approachable. And every single person in my company has got a different personality. They're all completely different. Individuality. You've got to work as a team, but your special one individuality is what makes a team, and I think that's what you look at. I'm sure that's what you've got to look at, 100%.
With the day's diving over, the course has finished. Tomorrow, the students will go their separate ways. On average, only 2 out of 10 graduates make it as commercial divers. The lucky few will go on to earn big money on oil rigs, salvage ships and marine engineering projects around the world.
Chip in and get Alex a new suit. 16 sizes too small.
Oh, God. Yo, Brian.
1, 2, 3.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, what I'd like to do is say cheers to all those people that have passed their course tonight. Now, please raise your glasses and give a cheer to everybody around the table. Cheers. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
Come in here, Josh. Congratulations. Thanks, mate. Josh, I've really enjoyed you being here.
Love your work.
Thank you.
Right, people, congratulations.
At the end of it now, I'm, just completely exhausted. And it gets to you in ways that, you never really expect. Like, you don't really expect to be emotionally drained at the end of a diving course, but inevitably you are.
Mostly, it's life change. This diving thing is, and I think the people come into it, or it comes by people only at that time. And I think the common denominator is that everybody is at irregardless of their age, they're at a certain stage where they're changing.
I've learnt a lot about myself. If anything Bobby's taught me, I've learnt in some things about me.
It's great. I can now go and do the work that I want to do with Greenpeace and other organisations or whatever, and feel I can do it well.
I was expecting a very elaborate training mechanism. Not necessarily the equipment, but the procedures would be meticulously planned. In order for you to reach this high level, you have to accomplish all these minutiae and master them, especially since you're at the top school in the world. In reality, I've learned that it's the hardships that are here that are the minutiae you need to overcome. It's surviving the course is the accomplishment.
I'll miss everyone and everything about this place. Warts and all, Bovisand's unreal. Like it just grows on you like fungus.
Somewhere deep inside, something's got a hold on you. And it's pushing me aside to stretch on forever. And I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you better be home soon. Stripping back the coats of lies and deception, back to nothingness, like a week in the desert. And I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I'll tell you, you'd better be home soon. Oh, that's why I'll tell you, you'd better be home soon.
Am I happy here? I could do with an early night.
4 months later, Dave Welsh sold the diving school for £500,000 and is now living in a manor house in Devon.
As far as we're concerned, it's straight dive school versus straight dive school.
Dave Carter's diving school fell into financial trouble and was eventually forced to close. Fort Bovisand, meanwhile, has a new lease of life, and the training of commercial divers goes on.